It's time for Friday night high school football on your sports beat station, KGAS. Athletic Director and head Bulldog football coach Scott Surratt has the Dogs ready. Are you ready? Carthage Bulldog football is made possible in part by Ken Turner Pharmacy, ETMC Carthage, Prosperity Bank, Bagley Well Service, Hartsway Hospice, Hal's Air Conditioning, Citizens Bank Carthage, State Farm Tate Barber, and HEB Pantry. Larry Allen, Mark Harris, Dustin Burns will provide you with all of the action as the Dogs work their way, hopefully, to another championship. Other sponsors making tonight's game possible include the First State Bank and Trust Company, Pippin Motor Company, Bill's Meat Market, Carthage Furniture, Panola National Bank, Carthage Automotive and Tire Pro, XL Ford, Farmers State Bank, and Texas Farm Bureau. Up next is Larry Allen with your starting lineup. But first, this word from Panola College. Panola College, with campuses in Carthage, Center, and Marshall, offer you higher education at a reasonable cost. Panola College, a leader in oilfield education, offering high school junior and senior students college credit prior to their high school graduation. From English and history to a degree in nursing or technical skills, all can be found at Panola College. 903-693-2000, 903-693-2000. Panola College. Tonight's starting lineup is made possible by Little Nut Oil Company. Little Nut Oil Company knows how busy you are. Time is money and convenience is everything. You are here and there, dropping off and delivering the kids. Little Nut Oil Company has your problems covered. Gasoline, snacks, and grocery items at 5 convenient locations. Little G on the Loop at Highway 59. Country Crossroads on Highway 59. Fairplay Grocery in Fairplay. Ryderville Grocery in Ryderville. And the Tiger Stop in Tenaha. Great prices and convenience. Little Nut Oil Company. Now here's Larry Allen with that starting lineup.
And we are coming to you live, your KGAS broadcast crew. Mark Harris, Dustin Burns, Larry Allen, David Jacobs, and Blake Holland coming to you live from Provost Umphrey Stadium on the campus of Lamar University in Beaumont, Texas. It is the Class 3A Division I Region 3 semifinals between the Carthage Bulldogs and the Silsbee Tigers. I'll be back to take a look at the Carthage offensive lineup right after this from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Carthage has what you need to make you feel better. Not only will Ken Turner Pharmacy fill your prescription promptly, they'll also deliver it to your door. That way you can stay in bed and get better. Whether it's medication you need or a special gift from our gift shop that no one else will have, stop by Ken Turner Pharmacy. Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in Carthage, where Carthage's finest tradition.
Panola County relies on ETMC Carthage for high-quality care from medical professionals you know and trust. We offer a full range of services like 24-hour emergency and level 4 trauma care, diagnostics including 64-slice CT, MRI, digital mammography, bone density, ultrasound, and X-ray, and ETMC First Physicians Clinics with specialists in pediatrics and family health. ETMC is proud to be one with East Texas and one with the Carthage Bulldogs.
All right, we were here 51 weeks ago to face El Campo right on this very same turf. We hope it's a different result this afternoon. The Bulldogs looking to go 12-1 for the season. They go up against the Silsbee Tigers, who are 9-2. Here's a look at the Carthage offense. Starting at center is Cade Clinton, 6'2", 240-pound senior. The right guard is 6'4", 318-pound senior Adrian Goodacre. The left guard is 6'3", 301-pound senior Griffin Bankhead. Mario McCain, 4-year starter, going both ways this year. 6', 240-pound senior. He'll be at left tackle. The right tackle is Dylan Hussar, 6', 220-pound senior. And the tight end is going to be Jared McLean. McLean starting both ways in the absence of Marquise Gwynn. Gwynn is suited up. We expect to see some of him tonight. McLean, I believe, will get to start 6'3", 215, a sophomore. All right, that's the offensive line and the tight end for the Bulldogs. Back with the remainder of the offense right after this from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
When you think of high school football in Texas, you think Carthage Bulldogs. When you think of banking, you should think of Prosperity Bank. Prosperity Bank has the leadership, strength, and desire to serve your banking needs. We offer deposit accounts, debit cards, internet banking, and mobile banking, as well as consumer, commercial, and residential lending. Combined with 213 locations across Texas and 6 in Oklahoma, we can service your needs wherever you are. Stop by the Carthage office and we will share with you our Bulldog spirit. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you don't have an oil well, you need to get one. So Ricky and Casey Bagley at Bagley Well Services can help you take care of it. Bagley Well Services is a complete service. Hookups, pipelines, maintenance, backhoe, dozer, and pipe hauling. Bagley Well Service. One call does it all. 903-622-4122. So if you have an oil well, let Bagley Well Service do the work for you. 903-622-4122.
Beautiful afternoon for football here in Beaumont. 59 degrees, a slight breeze blowing out of the south at Provost Umphrey Stadium. We looked at the Carthage offensive line. Here is the backfield. 6'1", 190-pound senior who has set many Carthage records, including career yards, career touchdowns, season touchdown passes for the Bulldogs. That's Blake Bogenschut, 6'1", 190, a senior. He is committed to the University of Texas at San Antonio. This year, 186 of 313 for 3,187 yards, 45 touchdowns, and only 3 passes picked off. He's also rushed 62 times for 279 yards and 7 TDs, 3 of those last week in the playoff victory. The split ends, or the wideouts for the Bulldogs, will include T. Goree. He is a 6'3", 170-pound senior, has the touchdown receiving record for a season at 23, 70 receptions this year, 1,435 yards, and committed just this week to the University of North Texas. The other wideout is going to be O'Karian Rutherford. He is also committed to University of North Texas this week. 48 receptions, 749 yards, 12 touchdowns, a 6'5", 175-pound senior. Other wideouts that we'll see: Keldrian Strong, 5'9", 165, a senior, 16 receptions, 269 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And also we'll see a sophomore split out, JaKeldrick Jackson, 5'8", sophomore. He'll be also a wideout for the Bulldogs. The fullback is Gilbert Perez, 5'10", 185-pound sophomore. The tailback, 3-year starter, 5'9", 170-pound senior Tevin Pipkin. 166 rushes this year, 1,452 yards, 14 touchdowns. And with 4,904 yards, only has Chris Briggs in front of him as a career rushing mark for Carthage. Briggs with 5,130. So that means Pippin is 226 yards behind Briggs. He's got a chance to break it this year. Backing up Pipkin will be Bry Bolton, a 5'9", 170-pound junior, and Trey Jackson, a 5'10", 180-pound junior. That's a look at the Bulldog offense. We'll take a look at the defense of defensive coordinator Darren Preston right after this break from your Sports Beat station.
Myth number 1, hospice is a place. Reality, hospice care usually takes place in the comfort of an individual's home, but can be provided in any environment in which a person lives, including a nursing home, assisted living facility, or residential care facility. Hartsway also provides inpatient services at several local hospitals and nursing homes. Hartsway Hospice of Carthage. Call today, 903-690-9924.
Your air conditioning system has been working overtime to keep you cool. Show your air conditioning unit that you appreciate that hard work by having it checked out by Howell's AC and Electrical. If your air conditioning system isn't serviced properly, it doesn't work as efficiently as it should, and that costs you money. And if you do need a new unit, ask about a Trane high-performance air conditioning system. Call 903-693-7451. 903-693-7451. For sales and service, call Howell's AC and Electrical of Carthage.
Well, the defensive unit of Darren Preston, he's the coordinator, has really improved this year, especially here in the playoffs. They held a Navasota team last week to 14 points, only 7 of those coming against the first group. And that was a Navasota team that had never scored under 24 points in a game this season, and they were averaging well up in the 40s. Here's a look at that unit. At one defensive end is Jamarcus Robinson, 5'11", 190-pound junior. The other defensive end, who's going to be going both ways tonight as he did last week against Navasota, that's Jared McLean, 6'3", 215, a sophomore with 20 quarterback pressures this year and 3 sacks. The tackles inside, Javante Brown, he's a senior, 5'10", 190, 64 tackles, 11 for loss, 2 sacks, 12 quarterback pressures. And the second leading tackler on the team is a two-way starter, Mario McCain, 5'11", 225, a senior, 92 tackles, 17 for loss, 7 sacks this year, 2 forced fumbles, 19 quarterback pressures. The linebackers for the Bulldogs, Trey Leary is a soundbacker, 5'8", 160, a senior. The wheelbacker is Christian Allison, 5'8", 170, a senior. The Mike backer with 102 tackles this year, 8 of those for loss, 3 forced fumbles. That is James Marshall. Marshall, a 5'11", 185-pound junior. All right, that's a look at the defensive line and the linebackers. We'll look at the secondary after this break from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
At Citizens Bank, you'll be impressed, 'cause we stand for your success.
Where do you stand with your bank? At Citizens Bank, we'll help you to know exactly where you stand so you can stand tall financially. We are your full-service bank with the advantage of highly efficient, competent, and friendly service.
Come into Citizens Bank in Carthage today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
'Cause we stand for your success.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discounts you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent Tate Barber, at 903-693-7555 or stop by my office, 1502 West Panola, directly across the street from McDonald's, to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
All right, we're back at Umphrey Stadium, Provost Umphrey Stadium in Beaumont, and here's a look at the remainder of the Carthage defense. One of the corners will be Keldrian Strong, 5'10", senior, 33 tackles, 2 interceptions this year. The other corner is Trevor Cooper, 6'2", 175, a senior. The free safety is Tego Reed, two-way starter, 6'3", 170, a senior, 28 tackles this year, 4 passes picked off. The other safety, the strong safety, is Bry Bolton, 5'9", 170, a junior. He has 52 tackles for the year and also 1 interception. All right, that's the Carthage defense. We'll return to Beaumont right after this break from KGAS.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, our customers and our community come first. The 65 people who make up the First State Bank and Trust Company team spend thousands of volunteer hours and, along with the bank, contribute thousands of dollars every year to 76 community charities and organizations. That's what we call a spirit of community. It's not just our responsibility, it's our history. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
November is here, and so are the deals at Pippin Motor Company. Hi, I'm Will Blackwell with Pippin Motor Company. Pippin Motor Company has been saving people money since 1951 on new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac vehicles. Not to mention, we got some great deals on pre-owned too. So if you're thinking about a vehicle, think Pippin Motor Company across from Panola College at 903-693-6691, or look us up on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
All right, we're at Provost Umphrey Stadium in Beaumont, Texas. Remember, this is a university stadium. There is no track here, artificial surface, of course, and there's no seating in either end zone. The stands on both sides run exactly parallel to the football field, and I would guess the field is probably recessed about 15 feet from the surrounding ground surface, so it's down a little bit lower than the surrounding ground here. And the Bulldogs are going to be in white uniforms tonight with red numbers, red helmets. They're getting ready to come out of their big inflatable Bulldog over on the far side of the field. And the Silsbee Tigers are going to be in maroon with white numbers, and they will wear a maroon helmet. Again, the winner of this game will tackle either the Jasper Bulldogs or West Orange Stark next week in the Region 3 Finals. We'll return to Beaumont right after this break from your Sports Beat station, KGAS.
Football is in the air, and that means it's tailgate time in East Texas. And when I get ready for the big game, I get all of my supplies at Bill's Meat Market and Catering. From hamburger patties to hot links to sausage, you will find none better than what you find at Bill's. Is there a big college game and a backyard party in your future? Let Bill's cut your steaks the way that you like them. They'll be delicious. Bill's Meat Market and Catering. They're on West Panola in Carthage. Carthage Furniture is having a fall festival sale. Check out these savings. A sofa and love seat in light brown microfiber for just $5.99. A drop leaf dinette set, a table and 2 chairs, yours for $1.99. A 7-piece pub style dinette. This is a table and 6 chairs, only $5.99. This and more at Carthage Furniture. Monty Bacon is ready to make you a deal. They're located behind the big car wash on West Panola. Carthage Furniture Company.
We're returning to Beaumont, Texas. Here's my broadcast partner, Mark Harris.
Hey, glad to be here. Got a good weather tonight. I tell you the truth, I don't remember since Scott Surratt's been here if we played a game that during the day like it is today. But and the silhouette of the press box is covering half the field. You're in the third round of the playoffs, and when you're in the third round of the playoffs, you're playing pretty good teams. We met this team last year at Lufkin and beat them in 50-something to 20-something. And that quarterback at that time was a junior, and now he's a senior. We have senior leadership on our football team. That's what I think is going to take over tonight again. And the fact that we played good preseason 4A teams. 4 of the teams that we played in preseason made the playoffs, and 2 of them are still in it. And as a while ago, White House was behind at half. They had amassed 74 points and 674 yards of offense in that game. Chapel Hill is still in it. They're playing too this weekend. So I think our preseason toughness of our schedule and the fact that we have a complete senior line, a complete senior backfield, that the Carthage Bulldogs should take care of this ball game, barring turnovers. Turnovers are the big deal. You cannot turn the ball over. If you do, most of the time if you turn it over more than once, you lose. So anyway, it's going to be a good night of football. Y'all sit back in Carthage and enjoy it. And Larry and I will bring it to you along with Dustin as best we can. This is KGAS. We'll be back right after this.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with Mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
The introduction of officials for tonight's game made possible by LaGrone Dry Cleaners Incorporated. LaGrone Dry Cleaners wants you to know that you are judged by how you look. Now, it's not what you wear, but if your clothes are clean and pressed. Now, that says it all. LaGrone Dry Cleaners is also a first-class laundry with alterations available. They have tuxedo rentals and also can heirloom your wedding dress at LaGrone Cleaners, located on North Shelby in Carthage, making you look good in everything you wear.
All right, the officials as designated by the UAL are from the Tyler chapter. In fact, the 2 clock operators, and I never knew this until today, that sometimes they send the clock operators. The clock operators are also from the Tyler chapter. The referee today, this is a 5-man crew. We had a 5-man crew against Mahia, 7-man crew last week against Navasota. Referee is Red Brown, the umpire Brandon Kirsch, head linesman Chuck McElroy, line judge Russell Bishop, and the back judge is Ron Daniels.
You know why they do that, Larry? Because the hometown guy may cheat on the time there. So
I guess so.
Tonight's coin toss made possible by Copper Falls. When you need jewelry designed or repaired, you need to visit Copper Falls and Company in Carthage. Copper Falls, they're located on the south side of the Carthage Square, and they also buy gold. Look around. There may be a piece of jewelry that you no longer wear, a piece of jewelry that's broken. Now, don't let that jewelry just lay in the jewelry box. Bring it to Copper Falls and Company. They'll pay you top dollar for your gold. Copper Falls, good people doing good things. Your first half kickoff Brought to you by Kelly's Carthage Collision Center. Kelly's Carthage Collision Center offers the best and quickest body work in the area. From minor repair to major damage, call Kelly's Carthage Collision Center. They offer dependable quality service every time. Estimates are always free. Kelly's Carthage Collision Center, Highway 59 North, 903-693-2328. That number again, 903-693-2328, Kelly's Carthage Collision Center.
Well, we just had the ceremonial coin toss. The actual coin toss was held about an hour ago at the 45-yard line on the south end of the field with the referee there, also the two head coaches. And Silsbee won the toss, and they elected to take the football. The Bulldogs, under Coach Surratt then decided to defend the goal to the south, which means the Bulldogs are going to have the slight wind here in the first quarter. And they'll be kicking off from our left to right, from our right to left, excuse me. And they'll be defending the south goal, and the Silsbee Tigers will be defending the north goal here in Beaumont. All right, Jimmy Gonzalez has it teed up. Back deep for the Silsbee Tigers. They've got one of their wideouts, Chris Elam, their leading receiver this year, and also Troy Gore. Gore and Elam back deep. Elam standing at the 10, Gore at the 6. Here's the kick. It's an end-over-end kick, not too deep, and this is going to be Elam coming from the 10, coming right. He's to the 12, and he's not going to make the 15-yard line. Great kick coverage down there by the Bulldogs, and the Silsbee Tigers are going to have it at about their 13 or 14.
And that was Christian Allison doing the job. He would not let him juke him, and so then the rest of the pursuit came and helped out. So bad field position for Silsbee to start the game out. And I wonder if Dustin got into the dugout down there.
Did you get in the dressing room, Dustin? All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Silsbee Tigers from their own 24-yard line. Their quarterback is Patrick Reed. He's the young man we faced last year. He's rushed for over 1,200 yards this year, thrown for almost 1,800. With him in the backfield is Cedric Spearman. And here's the handoff. It goes to Spearman. No, let's see. This is Reed keeping it, and he's going to be wrapped up for a loss back at the 10-yard line.
It looked like to me it was fumbled, Larry. It was a bad snap, a bad connection between the running back and the quarterback. It looked like to me he fumbled it backwards.
All right, so the recovery is made by Reed back at the 10-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 4. Loss of 4 on first down for Silsbee, and they now have it 2nd and 14 from their own 10-yard line. And Reed is going to send trips to the left and 2 to the right. Empty backfield. Reed, the lone man, back deep, taking the snap, and he's going to go with the quarterback draw. He goes to the right, and he's wrapped up after a 2-yard gain out to the 12.
Christian Allison on the tackle. Also coming up out of there is, let's see, who's the other one, number 30, which is Javante Brown. So 2 good plays by the defense so far. It's 3rd and long now for Silsbee.
All right, they pick up 3 there on 2nd down, so it's now 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 for Silsbee, going left to right, and they are on the right hash. They're going into the slight breeze here in the first quarter. Okay, Reed's in the shotgun. He's got Spearman with him in the backfield, and 2 receivers to each side. Here's Reed, wants to throw it. Now he's being pressured. He's going to run with it. He throws downfield, and this ball is going to be incomplete. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Or no, is that a catch? No, he is out of bounds. It's no good.
He gave the signal, yes.
All right, so it's going to be 4th down for Silsbee at their own 13-yard line.
Okay, well, good defense right there to start the ball game for the Bulldogs. We'll get the ball in pretty good field position. And that's what we wanted right here, start the ball game.
Their kicker is Jordan Gore. That's their punter. And the line of scrimmage is the 13. And he's going to take a 13-yard drop, and he'll get this snap on the goal line. There's a snap. Chest-high snap. Gets off the kick into the little bit of a breeze. It's a very short one. Hits at the 30, across the 40, across the 45, and it's going to roll dead at about the 48-yard line for a 35-yard punt.
Great position for us to start on our first offensive possession. We've got a great offense. We've shown it every week. Average 46 points a game. Average giving up, 14 a game, Larry?
Let's see.
And that average went up because of Whitehouse, to tell you the truth.
Average 46.6, giving up 19.8. Okay, the line of scrimmage is going to be the 49. That's going to be a 36-yard punt. 1st and 10 in positive territory at the Silsbee 49. Bogan shoots into gun, trips to the left, and twins to the right. Empty backfield here on the first play for the Bulldogs. 12 seconds left on the play clock, so plenty of time. Silsbee threatening to blitz. Here's Bogan shoots. Bogan shoots now under a little bit of pressure. He's going to run with it, going left to the 45. Has a first down to 40, 35, and slides at the 33 after a pickup of 16 yards.
That was going to be coverage. It made him come. He was flushed out of the pocket, but the coverage downfield was pretty good. And he went to the left, which is kind of against the grain. There was nobody out there on defense. Good run from Bogey. Bogey last week ran the ball more than he's run most all year.
So it's a first down after the 16-yard scramble by Bogenschutz, who now goes under center here on 1st and 10 from the Tiger 33. Tied in over on the left side this time. We've got Pipkin in the tailback. Handoff goes to Pipkin. Pipkin hit at the line of scrimmage and no gain there. That's going to be, he's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Number 62 for Silsbee had good penetration there. Made the first hit right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. They're probably going to try to stop our run. It's okay, then we'll just pass it then. 9:28 left, first quarter, no score.
All right, loss of 1 there for Pipkin on 1st and 10 from the Silsbee 33. So it's now 2nd and 11 from the 34. This time we've got twins to the right, 1 to the left. And McGlynn is a wing right. Pipkin to the left of Bogenschutz. Now he switches over to the right. Here's Bogey. Bogey looking right. He throws right. And this one is short, intended for Strong, and it bounced in front of him at the 26.
I think Bogey had a little opening jitters there. He threw that ball a little bit too soon, really before he come out of his break. And when he turned to look, there was nothing he could do. Bogenschutz, one of the starters, leaves the game for a second. Offensive line Bankhead. Harvey comes in to take over.
Okay, 3rd and 11 now for Carthage. The ball spotted a yard to the right of the left hash. Carthage going right to left in the first quarter. Strong splits out to the right along with T. Goree. Rutherford to the left. Now McGlynn on the right, goes motion left, fumbles the snap by Bogenschutz. Now he gets it out to Pipkin. Pipkin 30, 35, 30, 25, 20, and knocked down to the 20-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, that one started rough with Bogenschutz dropping the snap. But it winds up picking up a good first down.
Yeah, that's just good senior leadership there. He dropped it twice, really, and then when he came up, he knew where he was going with the ball. 2 lead blockers out in front of Tevin. Good play for a first down for Carthage.
All right, so Pipkin with the reception, and that's a 15-yard pickup. Now it's 1st and 10, ball on the right hash, 1st and 10 at the Tiger 19. Bogan shoots in the gun. Pipkin to his left. Twins to each side. Now Pipkin goes motion left. Here's Bogey. Draw up the middle, and he's going to be met by a couple of Tigers after he picks up a couple of yards at the 17.
And you can tell they had scouted that particular play right there, because when we split our man out in motion, it left the empty backfield, and that's what we ran out of last week. And so they've scouted us pretty good on that play.
Pipkin went motion left, and immediately then they knew that Bogey was going to take it himself, and he did. All right, this time we've got 2 backs in the backfield with Bogey. That's going to be Bolton and Pipkin. And now Pipkin goes motion left. He throws to Pipkin now coming out of the backfield, 20 to 15. And he is cut down at about the 12 or 13-yard line for a pickup of about 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's pretty good play there, but you can tell they're good tacklers. They're not missing their tackles. The guy that put the hat on him put him on the ground. We're back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, that's a 4-yard pass to Pipkin. Ball is on the 13. It's about 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 for Carthage at the 13-yard line. All right, Bogan shoots in the gun, and we have timeout call Silsbee. We'll take a break here in Beaumont with 7:30 to play in the first quarter, no score.
If you're traveling to the game, you need to make sure your vehicle is in as good a shape as the Carthage Bulldogs. That's why we recommend Carthage Automotive Tire Pros and Service. They have hundreds of tires available from major tire brands like Michelin. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 through 5:30 for your convenience. Have your vehicle follow the Carthage Bulldogs all the way to state. You'll be a champion if your vehicle is serviced by Carthage Automotive Tire Pros and Service. Located at 2003 West Panola in Carthage. Online at carthageautomotive.com. Sick 'em, dogs.
XL Ford of Carthage is asking your help in giving back this holiday season as a way of saying thank you to the community. We're teaming up with East Texas Food Bank to provide families in need with food for Thanksgiving. Come down to XL and help us fill a Ford for the food bank. We pledge to match donations dollar for dollar, can for can, good for good from now until Thanksgiving. Together, we can make a difference to families in need. As always, we are thankful to our customers and our community. This is Mark McLaughlin at XL Ford on the Southeast Loop in Carthage.
All right, 3rd and 4 for Carthage at the Silsbee 13. 7.5 to play in the first quarter, no score.
We have single coverage out here on Big O. Let's see what happens.
All right, Pipkin to the left, Bogey in the backfield. We've got twins on each side. We've got Jackson and Goree on the right, Strong and Rutherford on the left. Ball is on the left hash, so the wide side of the field is to the right. Carthage going right-left. Here's Bogey. Bogey looking right. Bogey throws it toward the end zone. This ball is caught for a touchdown. Great catch by Goree. It's a 13-yard TD pass.
Man, that looked like an interception right there for sure, didn't it, Larry? It looked like it was going. The young man from Silsbee jumped up, and I guess it went through his hands, and the ball was caught for a touchdown for the Carthage Bulldogs, who gets on the board first here in Beaumont.
All right, the Bulldogs with
check,
a touchdown.
check, mic check, testing. Can you hear me?
And now Gonzalez in to attempt the extra point. Bowden shoots holding. Here's the kick, and it is up, and it is good. And the Bulldogs now lead 7-0, 7:23 to play in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
If a new home is in the plans for a major remodeling project, Farmer State Bank is available with mortgage loans to help make those dreams a reality. Farmer State Bank is built on the belief that through hard work and careful planning, people like you will make our community grow. The dreams are here today. Bring your plans to Farmer State Bank. Tomorrow, it can be the start of something great. Stop by and visit us at one of our 4 full-service locations, Carthage, Center, Shelbyville, and Waukegan. Member of FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Oh, her first word.
Mama.
Then, before I knew it...
Mom!
Soccer practice, art club, driver's ed, dating, graduation, 5 years of college. Mom, this is Ted. Wedding bells, and suddenly...
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes with your auto, home, and life needs. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
Call Jenny Morgan at 693-7868 to see if you qualify to save up to 40% on your auto insurance.
Discounts may vary by situation.
All right, we've had a few equipment problems with Dustin. We'll go down to him right after this kickoff. Gonzalez ready to kick it off. The Bulldogs leading 7-0 after a 13-yard pass to Goree. And Mark was right. Boy, that looked like that was going to be intercepted. Great concentration by Goree. Here's the kick, and it's taken at the 7. Now going left to the 10. Now cuts back left to the 15, 20. And it's going to be out of bounds at the 34. Okay, Dustin, down to you.
Yeah, that was a good drive there. A good stop by our defense on 3 and out there. One thing you want to do is contain the quarterback. He can run it, and we're going to have to control that line of scrimmage as well. They got a good-sized, big offensive line, and a nice drive there by our offense, working it down the field, trying to get some run. It looked like Silsbee actually put some of their bigger offensive linemen in there on the defensive line. I'm not sure if they were starters, Larry, but they kind of shut down our run, and it was just a good pass. I don't think the defender from Silsbee actually saw the pass coming, and Goree made a sliding catch for the touchdown.
All right, 1st and 10, Silsbee at their own 34. Reed in the shotgun. Reed this time going to keep it himself after a play-action fake. Goes right, and he's going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. Make it to 40 for a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, we had in the interior line, we had him stop, but he cut to the outside and got some pretty good yardage here on 1st down.
Okay, Dustin mentioned the big lineman, number 68, Cannon Mackey, 6'4", 265. He's committed to Texas State. Offensive lineman, 6'5", 325, a sophomore, Patrick Hudson. And he's had interest from Alabama, LSU, and A&M. All right, now it's 2nd and 4 for Silsbee at their own 40. And here's the handoff. No, here's a fake and a pass over to the right side of the 40, 45 midfield. And it's going to be a 1st down for Silsbee at the Carthage 46-yard line.
They threw a quick out to the outside, and we had one lead blocker out there, so that gave him good yardage. Goree had to push him out of bounds, but not before a good gain.
14-yard pickup for Silsbee to the Carthage 46, so they're in plus territory at the Dog 46. And the Silsbee Tigers are going left to right here in the first quarter, so they're headed toward the south end zone. They're going into the slight wind. One receiver split out to the right, trips to the left. And here's a handoff to Spearman. Spearman going left. Spearman in trouble, and he gets loose and gets a nice gain. It gets a gain of 6 after he was bottled up for a loss of 4 back at the midfield marker.
Yeah, we had him behind the line of scrimmage, a couple of guys over there, but he did a spin move and came out of it and then got about 5 yards. We've got 6:14 left in the first quarter. The score is 7-0 Carthage.
Yeah, a little bit of arm tackling there. He's a good-sized running back, probably about 6'1", 200 pounds, and you can't arm tackle him. Trey Leary did a good job pushing him back inside. We didn't quite have enough guys flowing to the ball to make the tackle there for the loss.
Okay, gain of 6. It's now on the left hash. Reed in the gun at 2nd and 4. Snap back to Reed. Reed looks left. Now he throws looks to the right. Now he throws back left. And his receiver, Elam, is in all kinds of trouble over there as we had him bottled up immediately. And they're going to lose 4 of the 5. They're going to lose 5 of the 6 yards they gained on the previous play.
He threw the ball out there, and there was what they call a pack of dogs out there. There was no way. He tried every way in the world to turn, and everywhere he turned, there was a bulldog.
Yeah, it should have been a block in the back penalty on Silsbee right there in front of the official. He missed the call, but we'll take that third down and 9.
Okay, it is 3rd and 9 at the Carthage 45-yard line. We're in the first quarter, 5:15 to go. Carthage up 7-0 over the Tigers. All right, Reed, a Texas State commit himself. 6'2", 190, a senior. Snap back to him in the gun. He's looking left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run with it. Great tackle by the Dogs. Prevents a gain there. That's going to be a short loss on the play and bring up 4th down.
That's McCain on the tackle there along with Robertson. He had nowhere to go. They got him bottled up. We're going to watch him. He is their key. We've got to stop him. If we stop him, we stop them.
Reed comes off the field with a slight limp. He was injured about 3 weeks ago, an ankle injury, and that's the first time I've seen evidence of the limp right there. I did not see it in pregame. Okay, 4th down and 9 for Silsbee, and they're going to punt it from the Carthage 45-yard line. We have one man back deep. Low snap, gets off a high kick, pretty short, and we get a great bounce right there as it goes straight up in the air. It hit at the 25, and they down it at the 26 after a 19-yard punt.
Well, those nagging injuries start showing up when you get back into live action. You know, if you're practicing and warming up, you don't take some of the turns or the twists that you do if you're in a real ball game. So he finally was pushed in a way where it hurt. Looks like it hurt his foot again. 4:19 left, 7 in the first quarter, 7-0 Carthage.
All right, Bulldogs come up to the line of scrimmage. Clinton, the center, Bankhead, Goodacre, the guards, Hussar and McCain are the tackles, and McClellan is the tight end. All right, we've got Bogan shoots under center, a wide out to the right, and 2 wings to the left. Here's a handoff. It goes to Pipkin. Big hole, 30, 35, one man to beat, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tevin Pipkin, 64-yard touchdown run.
Had a hole up the middle. It was a different formation that I've seen all year just about. And it was a trap block in the middle. Nobody there. Ran through it like a diesel truck. Outrun everything they had. With 4:06 left in the first quarter, Bulldogs on the board again.
Well, I tell you what, on the spur of the moment, my math was off by 10 yards. Make it 74 yards for Tevin Pipkin. And the Bulldogs now lead it by a score of 13-0. Pipkin, and I tell you what, you know, he came into the game. Okay, here's the extra point attempt, and it is up. It is good. A perfect kick right down the middle by Gonzalez. 14-0 Dogs, 4:06 to play in the first. Back right after this.
Hi, my name is Mike, and I love my Fidelity Power Pack. My friends think I'm crazy, you know, with the Power Pack tattoo and, well, the outfits.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that cape.
But I get crazy fast internet, digital TV, and phone service, all for just $75 a month to start. How can you not love the Power Pack?
Wow, the Power Pack sounds amazing. Now, do you think you can hook me up with some of those tights?
Love your Fidelity Power Pack. Internet, phone, and television for just $75 a month to start. Order at fidelitycommunications.com.
Hey folks, you know you always get the best deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle when you purchase from Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. But have you heard about our VIP treatment after the sale? Did you know that we give you a complimentary wash and vacuum when we service your vehicle? Or that we provide free loaner vehicles? And of course, we are the home of Toyota Care, featuring 2-year or 25,000-mile free maintenance. But there's more at Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. Visit us at Highways 59 and 20 on East End Boulevard or on the web at marshalltoyota.com.
Well, Pipkin, who came into the game just 226 yards behind Chris Briggs for the career rushing record, picked up 74 of them right there. He's now got 73 yards on 2 carries. and the Bulldogs lead it by a score of 14-0. 74-yard run by Pipkin, 13-yard pass before that. Bogan shoots to T. Goree, and Carthage is up 14-0 here in Beaumont over the Silsbee Tigers. Again, the winner of this will face West Orange Stark or Jasper. They play tonight at 7:30 in Humble.
If West Orange wins, we play right here again next week. We lost the toss.
All right, Gonzalez ready to kick. Here is the kick, and it is going to be an end-over-end kick, a little bit deeper this time, quite a bit deeper back at the 2, coming up to the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and pushed out of bounds right over there in front of the Carthage bench at about the 28 or 29. We'll see where they spot it.
Overall, good coverage there so far on our special teams. To win state, you've got to have everything working. Your offense, your defense, and your special teams. And also, you must have luck. The ball's got to bounce your way once or twice during that run for you to win state.
Yeah, and 24 is their good return. He plays defense and offense, Elam.
All right. Let's see. Elam's going to be one of the wideouts to the left this time. We've got in the backfield is going to be Spearman. Reed is a quarterback to take the shotgun snap. Snap back to Reed. Hands off this time to Spearman, and he slips down to the backfield. Is going to his left, wanted to make a cut back toward the middle and slipped down. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards back to the 25-yard line.
Javante Brown out there and also the quarterback there making him cut. And when he cut, he lost his footing and went down. And in high school football, if anything touches the ground below your waist, you're down.
Silsbee Slayton Avenue.
Second and 14. Second and 14 for Silsbee at the 25-yard line. Reed in the shotgun. Snap back to him. Reed going to keep it himself, going around the right side. And he's brought down for a short gain. Nice play there by the Bulldogs. In fact, that's going to be a loss of 2 more back to the 23-yard line.
That play was caused, though. He didn't make the tackle by James Marshall, who shoved him to the outside and would not let him get around the corner. And a fellow mate come on, made the tackle. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, 14-0, them old Carthage Bulldogs.
You know, it may take our defense a couple of series to get used to this type of offense. It's still a spread, but they run the zone read with the quarterback. Navasota did not run their quarterback last week like Silsbee does.
Okay, now it's 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 16 for Silsbee at their own 23-yard line. Snap back to Reed. Reed, play action fake. Now he's being pressured as he wants to throw, and he's sacked back at the inside the 20 at the 16-yard line. That's going to be another loss of about 7 yards.
Mario McCain. Old Mario, been around for 4 straight years for us Carthage Bulldogs. Hurt his ankle. I don't know if it's his freshman year or sophomore year. He missed a few games by hurting his ankle, but you can't block him. He's like Deshaun Williams or Lovis Hall. He just got quick hands. He gets off the block fast.
All right, 4th down and very long. It's going to be 4th and over 20 for Silsbee. Here's a waist-high snap. And the kick, and this is going to hit at the 39, and they get a little bit of a roll this time. It's going to roll across the 45 to the 49-yard line, and that will be a 33-yard effort.
So far, pretty good field position. We did start on our own end of the field once, but now we're starting again on their end of the field. Field position wins ball games, and so far we went in the field position war.
Twice we've started now, I believe, at their 49 for sure in plus territory twice, and this time at the 49-yard line. Okay, again, that offensive line, Clinton, Goodacre, Bankhead, McCain, and Hussar. Bogan shoots the Hogs. Bogan shoots in the shotgun. He's got Pipkin to his right. We've got Rutherford split out to the right and 3 receivers to the left. Snap back to Bogey. Bogey, play action fake. He's going to throw right. Now he throws over the middle. This one is caught down there by Rutherford for first down at about the 25-yard line. Nice catch. Oh, Rutherford.
It was down and in, and when at first Bogey looked at him and pump fake like, oh, he wasn't open. And then he threw it. Pretty good pass, pretty good catch between O and Bogey.
23 yards there on the pass completion to Rutherford. 1st and 10 now at the Silsbee 26. Bogan shoots again in the shotgun. Pipkin with him in the backfield. We've got Rutherford again out to the right, and the same 3 are split to the left. That's Strong, Goree, and Jackson. JaKeldrick Jackson. Now Pipkin goes to the left to Bogan shoots, snap back to Bogey. Bogey this time looking toward the middle. Now he's going to throw right for the Rutherford, and he drops this one. Dropped that one inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know if the sunlight had something to do with it, but it came from the shadow into the sun, and he looked like he's almost facing the sun. So that might have been part of that right there, but it hit him where he needs to be, in the hands. 1:18 left, first quarter, 14-0 Carthage.
Dustin, do you think the sun affected that one?
No, I don't. I just think he missed it. It looked like he tried to jump too much, and he didn't even have to jump.
All right, Bogey in the shotgun. It's 2nd and 10 now at the Tiger 26-yard line. The ball right in the middle of the field with respect to the sidelines. Pipkin to his left. Now Bogey, play action fake. He's going to throw left, and this one is incomplete, intended for Go Reed down at the 6-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we had 3 receivers out there. One cut in, one cut out. One almost looked like to me that Bogey and he miscommunicated because there was nobody there where he threw the ball.
1:13 to play in the first. No score if you've just joined us. 13-yard pass to Go Reed for their first score. 74-yard run for Pipkin for the second one. It's now 3rd down and 10 at the Silsbee 26-yard line. And again, we've got Rutherford, the lone wide out to the right, and 3 to the left. Bogan shoots in the shotgun, and Pipkin is now to his left. Snap back to Bogan shoots. Bogan shoots looking right. He's throwing for Rutherford, and this ball is going to be over his head into the end zone, and will bring up 4th and 10 after our 3rd straight incompletion.
Yeah, he had to get rid of that. He was pressured up the middle by number 75. That's a big young man, and he had to throw it just a little sooner than he wanted to. So it looked kind of like a wounded duck flying out through there.
So 3 straight incompletions. His first one was incomplete, then he completed 4 in a row for 55 yards, and now 3 straight incompletions. This time we're going to go with trips to the right, and Rutherford split to the left. So they just flipped the field here. Rutherford goes from right to left, and the 3 that are on the left go to the right. Bogan shoots in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He's throwing right, goes into the end zone. This ball is caught for a touchdown by Go Reed. That's going to be a touchdown pass of 27 yards.
Beautiful pass. Never got over 10 yards off the ground, and it just went right over the defender's shoulders, right into perfect lead. Bogey is on tonight.
27-yard touchdown pass with 1:02 to play in the first quarter, and Carthage now leads it 20-0 here in Beaumont. Gonzalez ready to attempt the extra point. Bogan shoots the holder. The snapper is Micah Templeton. A little bit high snap. He gets it down. The kick on the way, and this one right down the middle of Panola Street, too. It is good. 21-0. 1:02 to play in the first. Back to Beaumont right after this.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation is a proud corporate neighbor in Panola County. They provide jobs, pay taxes, and support community activities. Chances are an employee of Louisiana Pacific Corporation is an active church member, civic club member, or volunteer in your community. You know them and know what good jobs they do. Louisiana Pacific Corporation, a good company hiring great people, your neighbors. DCP Midstream is proud to be a part of East Texas. As one of the largest gatherers and processors of natural gas and one of the largest producers and marketers of natural gas liquids, DCP Midstream contributes to meeting society's growing need for clean energy and energy-related products. DCP Midstream is focused on their customers, their employees, and their community. A leader in the energy field, a proud partner in the lives of East Texans, DCP Midstream.
Well, Larry, when you get big games, you go to a playmaker. So far, the playmaker this year has been number 5, and he's done it again today. 2 touchdowns already.
All right, Gonzalez ready to kick off. This will be the 3rd kick for the Bulldogs, who did not win the toss, so we'll get the football in the second half. And we lead it now 21-0, 1:02 to play in the first quarter. We've had the slight wind from the south to our back here in the first stanza. All right, Gonzalez has it teed up at the 40, and here is the kick, and it's another end-over-end kick, and not too deep. Take it at the 10, coming right to the 15, 20. This is Elam, 25, and he's out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, make it to 27.
Christian Allison again on the coverage down there, made the tackle, showed him out of bounds. Christian's been a real nice addition. He worked his way into the starting position and has not given it up. Not a very big guy, but he will hit you.
All right, 1st and 10 for Silsbee at their own 27. We've got 57 seconds to play in the first quarter. Carthage leading by a score of 21-0. And remember, again, if we win, we will face, or whoever wins this and faces the winner of West Orange, Stark, and Jasper. They play tonight. Snap back to Reed. Reed hands off to Spearman. Spearman trying to go right. Gets away from one tackler and then is met by a couple of others, including Marshall. And he picks up a couple of yards, maybe 3 to the 30.
Well, is that number 10 I see out there? Troy Davis? Let's see if he's, that's the guy who made the play.
18.
18, okay. 18 is Jordan Romero?
No, 16. It's got to be 16.
Well,
Christian Allison.
That'd be Christian again. He's playing tough.
All right, that's a 3-yard gain there for Spearman. Nice run by Spearman. Spearman is in the backfield to the right of Reed. Reed takes the shotgun snap, play action fake. He's looking left. He throws left, and this one is incomplete. Intended for Jackson out at about the 50-yard line.
Well, that was also, he had to get rid of it too, because we had Javante Brown and Christopher Howard right fixing to make the tackle, so he had to release it.
Yeah, and Brian Bolton was going to come up, cut it because the ball was underthrown, and he actually slipped and couldn't get to the ball. But going back to that touchdown pass to Gorey is a mismatch on the outside linebacker, and Blake had great touch on it, and I thought it was actually going to hit the helmet of the defender, but it went right into Gorey's hands for the touchdown.
All right, Reed in the shotgun now on 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 from their 30. Snap back to Reed, a little bit of a high snap. He pulls it down, throwing left, up in the air, and here this ball is going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs, and he's down at the Carthage 38-yard line. That is Bry Bolton.
He got too much air into that ball. That ball floated on him. He had a man pretty much wide open, and the ball either got into the wind and slowed down and gave time Bry to back up and make the interception. Thank goodness he missed the one last year that we needed. He's got the one this year. This is one that counts this year. 34 seconds left, first quarter, 21-0 Carthage.
That's 2 in a row and 2 games for him, and he did a good thing. Actually, threw the ball, and he jumps up and got it to the highest point. You know, good defensive play there by Brian Bolton. Second interception of the season, 2 and 2 for him.
All right, now Bogey in the shotgun. Actually, he's in the pistol with Pipkin right behind him. And here's the handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin going to the right side, 40, and is going to be dragging a couple of tacklers to the 44. That'll be a gain of 6 for Tevin Pipkin.
Good offensive push here by the Hogs. Line of scrimmage, pushed it, got open, and he got good yardage on first down.
All right, gain of 6 to the 44. We have 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now down to 9. It remains to be seen if we'll have another play here. Probably we will with the win. Bogan shoots under center. And they got the I formation behind Bogan shoots. Pipkin dots the I at the 36, and that is the end of the first quarter, with Carthage leading it by a score of 21-0. We'll be back to Beaumont right after this break.
Time for winter workwear is here. We all know fire-resistant clothing is no longer an option. It's a part of our daily work. So is Carhartt. It's what you wear in the oil field and beyond. The toughest materials, the favorite styles, and at Fire and Safety Equipment, the best prices around. Let us show you the newest in Carhartt FR winter clothes that will stretch your dollar by outlasting the other brands and look good doing it. Carhartt outworks them all. And at Fire and Safety Equipment, our Carhartt prices won't be beat.
The Genpack plant, a leading employer in Carthage and the surrounding areas, has available several positions for the hardworking, dedicated people who would like to join our family of associates. These positions range from entry-level to skilled labor. Genpack offers competitive pay and exceptional benefits, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, shift differential, 11 paid holidays, plus many more. Join the winning team. Applications for Genpack are available at First Choice Personnel in Carthage. Proud to support the Carthage Bulldogs, Genpack of Carthage.
2nd and 4 for Carthage now at the Bulldog 44-yard line. The Bulldogs turn around, now going left to right here in the second quarter. I formation behind Bogan shoots. 2 receivers split out to the right. Tight end over on the right side is McGlynn. 2nd and 4 at our 44. Ball on the right hash. And here's a handoff that goes to Pipkin. Pipkin going up the middle, gets loose from a tackler and gets the first down. Great run by Pipkin. His helmet comes off. He'll have to come out for a play, but he picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, your helmet comes off in high school football. You have to come out of the ball game. Bolton's going to come in and take his spot. We just started the second quarter. I'm sure Silsbee's wondering what the world have we run into here. 21 points in the first quarter. And incidentally, if you're interested about the Kilgore, Kilgore was winning 35-0 later, which we'd like to hope to meet them one day in the state championship.
Gain of 6 to midfield. Ball resting on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Carthage at the 50. Offset out of the left. Wide out to each side. Here's Bogenschutz. Play action fake. Looking left. He throws left. It's caught by Rutherford at the 35-yard line. He's going to be down at the 31 for a pickup of 18. They're going to mark it at the 32. A gain of 18 and a first down.
These two wideouts, of course, they signed letters of intent to go to North Texas during the week. And right now, of course, you got a great quarterback getting it to them. But they're really looking good on both sides of the ball, both sides of the line of scrimmage.
All right, 1st and 10 now at the Silsbee 32. Carthage going left-right here in the second quarter, going into the slight breeze out of the south. Bogenschutz this time under center. Perez, wing right, goes motion left. Handoff to Pipkin. No, this is Bolton. 35-30, 25-20, inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. Another first down for the Bulldogs on the 14-yard run by Bolton.
And the first guy who hit him, he ran over him. He had a wide open hole, and then he ran over the guy, and the guy come up pushing like Bolton had cheated. He had not. Pipkin comes back in the game. We're in the second quarter, 21-0 Carthage.
Bolton, 13-yard run there to go with his interception earlier in the ball game. All right, now the Bulldogs send Goree and Rutherford out to the right, to the left, and we've got Strong split out to the right. Tight end right side. Here's a play action fake. Bogey rolls to his right. Now throws. This is incomplete, intended for Goree down at about the 9-yard line. The defender arrived pretty much close to when the ball got there.
Yeah, good timing on his part, but buddy, he's having trouble getting up. His bell is rung. He ran into the playmaker. And the playmaker just got right on up, came on into the huddle. He's still kind of shaking it off out there.
We're in the second quarter, 10:51 to go. Carthage up 21-0. And driving again, 2nd and 10 at the Silsbee 19-yard line. Bogenschutz. Going to go under center this time. Nope. Okay, don't believe he is. Yes, he is. Okay, Bogenschutz under center, twins left. Now Goree goes motion right. Here's Bogey. Handoff Pipkin upended right at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be a loss of 1. Back to the 20, bringing up 3rd and 11.
All you can say about that, good defense on Jasper's part. They had 2 men that broke through the line of scrimmage. He barely got a chance to get the ball in his hands before he was upended.
So it's 3rd and 11 now for Carthage at the Silsbee 20-yard line. This time we've got twins to the right and trips to the left. Empty backfield. This is going to have Strong and Jackson and Goree to the left. And we've got Pipkin and Rutherford split out to the right. 5 wideouts on this play coming up right here, which is 3rd and 11. And we're forced to call a timeout to avoid a delay penalty. We'll take a break here in Beaumont.
The law office of Chris Irvin is a proud supporter of East Texas football. Got a DWI or other criminal case? Do you need your child support adjusted? Attorney Chris Irvin, now located at 123 West Sabine in Carthage, handles criminal cases and family law cases, including divorce, child custody, and child support issues. Whether you're preparing your will or probating the estate of a loved one, any problem, no matter how big or small, give attorney Chris Irvin a call. 903-693-6637. 903-693-6637. Tyson Foods is proud of the nutritional value of the products they produce. Feeding you like family is not just an empty promise. It's a motto that Tyson Foods takes seriously. Tyson Foods is helping the people of the East Texas area achieve a better way of life by watching your weight or your cholesterol. Look to Tyson Foods for your well-being. Make it Tyson. Tyson will help you ensure you are serving your loved ones the best meals you can. Tyson, feeding you like family.
3rd and 11 for Carthage at the Silsbee 20-yard line. Early movement by Mario McCain, and that's going to be a penalty against the Bulldogs. The 3rd time we have faced Silsbee in the playoffs in the last 52 weeks. A year ago in Lufkin, we beat them in the 3rd round 50-21. And then last spring, Silsbee knocked us out of the baseball playoffs in the regional semifinals 4-1 at Angelina College. All right, now it's going to be 3rd down and 16. 3rd and 16 from the Silsbee 25-yard line. Bogenschutz again in the gun. We've got trips to the left and twins to the right. That penalty, our first penalty of the ball game against either team. There's a shotgun snap. Bogan shoots looking left. He's throwing in the left into the end zone, and this ball is going to be incomplete. A flag comes down. This is going to be interference against Silsbee.
2 flags, one from each, the back judge and then the side judge. There's no doubt. Of course, that's not where it happens. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and the ball was kind of wobbling whenever he threw it. I don't know if it got tipped. They got that big number 75 in there, and we're having to slide 2 linemen over to block him because he's a big old boy. I think he's 6'6", 315.
Plus, it's thrown into a little bit of a slight wind, too. That slight breeze, not much.
Yeah, he threw right into it. It's kind of coming from the end zone. We're going left to right, so it's coming, from the right corner of the end zone, kind of at a southeast direction.
All right, that's a 15-yard penalty and a first down. That moves it down to the 10-yard line. That's a 15-yarder. That's not half the distance. That moved it from the 25 down to the 10. All right, first and goal now. First and goal for Carthage at the Tiger 10-yard line. Offset out of the right side. Here's a handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin up the middle to the 5. Pipkin goal line. Pipkin touchdown. Dogs score on a 10-yard run by Tevin Pipkin.
Again, our offensive line. They may have a big boy like Dustin says, but he has run through holes that Larry Allen can run through.
Oh, my gosh.
Great offensive show so far by the Carthage Bulldogs.
9:53 to play in the first half. Carthage up 27-0. Gonzalez going to try to make it 4 for 4 in extra points. Again, kicking into a slight south breeze. Good snap. The kick is away, and this one is off to the left a little bit, but he got it inside that left upright. And it's now 28-0 Carthage. 9:53 to play in the second. Back from Beaumont right after this.
Panola County Nursing and Rehabilitation is a 24-hour skilled nursing facility offering the highest quality nursing and rehabilitation services. Panola County Nursing and Rehabilitation is now offering a secure unit for residents requiring additional assistance due to Alzheimer's or dementia. Located right next door to ETMC Carthage, if you or your loved one has a need for a short-term respite stay or long-term care, please visit PanolaCountyNursing.com. That's PanolaCountyNursing.com.
Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of all the surrounding schools. Keep all your dogs and cats ahead of the game with the latest technology, laser surgery and laser therapy. Help your pet score a touchdown by making sure they are in first-string shape by participating in a new weight loss program. Kickoff is October 1st. Call or visit to learn the game rules about this new innovative metabolic diet plan. Your pet could be this season's biggest loser and our MVP. Animal Medical Center and the Carthage Bulldogs, a winning combination. Dr. George Taylor, Josh Tiller, Jeff Travis, and Stephanie Coleman. Go Dogs.
All right, we've got 9:53 to play in the first half. Carthage up 28-0. And we're going to see for the first time on the kickoff, Roberto Jimenez. Jimenez will be kicking off. Gonzalez did the first 3, back at the first 4 because we kicked off to start the ball game. And remember, Jimenez will now be kicking into that slight breeze from the south. We're at Provost Umphrey Stadium. If we win and we face West Orange Stark, we'll be back in Beaumont at the new Beaumont Independent School District Stadium.
And if Jasper wins, we'll be probably at SFA.
Here's the kick by Jimenez. And it's an end over end, held up a little bit by the wind. They're going to take it at the 11, coming left to the 15, 20, 25 from running room, 30. This is Elam, 30, 35, 40. And that's their best return of the ball game so far as Elam brings it from the 10 out to the 42-yard line.
And I think the wind is an issue because that ball looked real good kicked off and it just kind of died. And he got the ball in stride at about the 15, 18-yard line. And they had a pretty good hole up the middle.
Okay, first, go ahead.
Too happy about it. Yep. Oh, 5 as well.
Okay, first and 10 for Silsbee at their own 42. Reed in the shotgun. Snap back to him. High snap. He pulls it down. He's looking left. He throws left for Spearman, and Spearman caught it with his knee on the ground. No gain.
Good pressure by the defense. Robertson and McCain, they're having trouble blocking McCain, again, like most people do. 28-0 Carthage right now, first half.
They like the ball on the ground before he caught it.
Yeah, it looked like to me it skipped, too. I saw some of those black things fly up, you know.
Yeah, and on the kickoff, we just got bunched up on the left side, and the kick went the other way. We did.
Dustin's like to move over here and do his
Okay, it's now going to be 2nd and 10 from the Silsbee 42. Snap back to Reed. Reed this hands off to Spearman. Spearman breaks a tackle, midfield, 45, and that's their best run of the ball game. It's going to be a first down inside Bulldog territory at about the 39.
Keldron Strong on the tackle, along with Christian Allison cleaning it up. So, yes, this is the first time they've had. We had him at the line of scrimmage. Apparently, we can't tell how big he is, Dustin. You can, but he must be hard to bring down.
Yeah, we're diving at him with our arms, so, I mean, you got to, but we're getting in there kind of late and trying to.
Okay, 19-yard gain there for Spearman. It's now 1st and 10, Silsbee at the Carthage 39. 8:38 to play in the first half. Carthage up 28-0. Snap back to Reed in the gun. Hand off to Spearman. Spearman wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss. The tackle was made there by Jared McGlynn.
Yeah, when Jared McGlynn gets a hold to you, he slings you down hard, and he slung him down pretty hard there. He slowed it up. We've got 8:20 left in the first half. 28-0 Carthage. That was a pretty good loss there on first down. Good defense so far by the Carthage Bulldogs.
Loss of 5 for Spearman. He's now got 19 yards on 5 carries. 2nd and 15 now. 2nd and 15 for the Silsbee Tigers at the Carthage 44-yard line. All right, they're going to send trips to the right and twins to the left. Snap back to Reed. Reed looking left. Now he's being pressured. He's still being pressured, and he's going to be sacked all the way back across midfield at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 11 yards.
Christian Allison's the one that caused that problem. He got an assisted sack with McGlynn, but he's the one that came through and made him start thinking about running. And when he did, he ran right towards McGlynn. So it's be 3rd and a 9-iron.
All right, that's a loss of 10 there. Let's see, they've got to get to the Carthage 29. That's going to be 21 and 4, 3rd down and 25. 3rd and 25 for Silsbee back at their 46-yard line. Boy, our defense has really come on strong here in the playoffs. What a performance last week against Navasota. 7:04 to play in the half. Carthage up 28-0. 3rd and 25 for Silsbee at their own 46. Snap back to Reed. Reed looking left. He's throwing left down the near sideline. This ball is going to be incomplete. Double coverage back there. Keldron Strong and also Tego Reed came over from his safety position. It was intended for Elam. Great coverage by the Bulldogs. 4th and 25.
Yeah, they converged on the scene at the same time. One behind him and one beside him. And they could not come up with the catch. Good defense. And good defense wins championships. And you know, the last 3 championships we won, we always had a real stout defense. This year we were kind of suspect at the start, but looks like he's worked those linebackers into good shape now.
All right, Gore into kick line of scrimmage is the 46. 14-yard drop, waist-high snap, gets off the kick, and this is going to be a fair catch called by Goree at the 27-yard line. So that's going to be 23 and 4. That's 27 yards on that kick.
That might have been the deepest we've got the ball so far in the ball game, inside of our 30. And 6:44 left, 28-0 Carthage. It's been all Bulldogs so far.
Well, it's close to being the deepest. We had it at the 26, just a yard further back, right before Pipkin took it 74 yards on the first play of the drive. So the Bulldogs back at their own 27, and we've got 6:44 now left in the half. All right, Bogan shoots in the shotgun. Pipkin with him in the backfield to his left. We've got twins split out to the right and to the left. Carthage is on the left hash now, going left-right in the second quarter. Bogan shoots in the gun. Snap back to him. Looking left, throwing left. Caught by Rutherford at the 30. Up in it at the 32. And that'll be a pickup on the play of about 5 yards.
Yeah, good pitch and catch out there. He threw it way out to the outside. And Rutherford doesn't have the speed. Or maybe it may be not as elusive as the playmaker. But his hands are pretty good.
Gain of 5, handoff Pipkin, right hole, big hole, 40, 45, midfield, 45, 40, he's going to score. He's to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Tevin Pipkin, and that's going to be a 67 yards.
67 yards, 74 yards, they're just coming all. You know, when you talk about he was going to break the record, he's going to break the record of Chris Briggs. And you can say, well, Chris didn't play as many ball games as Tevin has. Well, Chris didn't have a 3,000-yard passer every year either. So there was a lot more offense going on than there was back then.
All right. Bulldogs now lead it by a score of 34-0. And we've got 6:11 to play in the first half. And Gonzalez in to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. There's the hold, the kick away, right down the middle. And he's 5 for 5. It's 35-0 Carthage. 6:11 to play in the first half. Back from Beaumont right after this.
Get ready for hunting season at Lone Star Outfitters. Lone Star Outfitters carries all the popular brands of guns: Smith & Wesson, Remington, Ruger, Mossberg, and Glock. Plus, the ammo that you need is available at Lone Star Outfitters. Boots, hunting accessories, you'll find them at Lone Star Outfitters. Get set up now for hunting season at Lone Star Outfitters off the square in Carthage. Call 903-693-3892. Lone Star Outfitters.
Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Carthage has what you need to make you feel better. Not only will Ken Turner Pharmacy fill your prescription promptly, they'll also deliver it to your door. That way you can stay in bed and get better, whether it's medication you need or a special gift from our gift shop that no one else will have. Stop by Ken Turner Pharmacy. Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in Carthage, where Carthage's finest tradition.
Hey, Larry, do we have a turnover yet in the ball game?
Silsbee had a pass picked off.
All right. And say it's not like turnovers are killing them. It's like we're just lining up and tearing them up.
35-0 Carthage. 6:11 to play in the first half. And let's see, Gonzalez, who kicked off the first 4 times and gave way to Jimenez. He's going to kick off on this one. And we're getting ready, it appears, second half, we're going to see a lot of 2s in there for the Bulldogs if this continues. Line drive kick, they come on the run, taking it to 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to be stopped. Fumble, let's see, but I think the ball, I think he was down already at the 29-yard line.
Jonathan Brown put him on the ground hard.
Yeah, I think you got, like you said, Mark, our defense and our offense is playing great tonight, but I think you got to get a little props to our secondary. Got 1 interception in the game so far, doing a good job on the coverage, allowing the defensive linemen and those linebackers to get in there and get pressure on the quarterback for Silsbee and get some sacks and that. So the secondary is doing a good job as well. So, Dogs are just playing great. Need to keep it up for another about 2.5 quarters.
All right, now Silsbee comes out. Let's see. Let's get the Silsbee total offense for you. They've got 14 yards. 14 yards of total offense for Silsbee here in the first quarter and a half. All right, now Reed in the shotgun. Reed, handoff Spearman. Spearman has about 3 as he gets to the 32, right straight ahead.
James Marshall had to slow him up, and then Robertson came over and finished the tackle. But, yeah, that's right, Dustin. It's right now a total show. And it shows you now that last week was not a fluke. We whipped them last week. We're whipping them this week.
2nd and 7 for Silsbee at their own 32. Reed in the gun, and he hands off to Spearman again. Spearman, and he's going to pick up about 1. They're going to give him a generous spot right here to the 34. Going to give him 2, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
McCain, Robinson, and also Marshall in on the tackle.
Yeah, just kind of give you, a lot of people saying, we gave up 63 points early in the year to White House, a good 4A team. They're losing right now 65-60 to Mesquite Poteet, and Mahomes and Stone for 579 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So our defense come a long way.
Our only team to get beat by.
All right, 3rd down and 5 for Silsbee at their own 34. Snap back to Reed. Reed, play action fake. He's going to keep it himself. Has a first down, 40, 45, midfield, 45, 40, 35. And that's the biggest gain of the ball game for the Silsbee Tigers as Reed kept it around the left end and picks up some big yardage.
Yeah, he did, and it was good offensive line play by them that time. They sealed the outside. When he got to the outside, Gorey just had him by his shirt tail and was dragging him, and the other guys caught up with it. 4:46 left first half, 35-0 Carthage.
All right, 31 yards that time for Reed. Down to the Carthage 35. They've got twin split to each side. Reed in the shotgun. Snap back to him. Hands off to Spearman. Spearman wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a 3-yard loss back to the 38.
No, he wasn't wrapped up in the backfield. He was planted like a tree at Fair Play Nursery by number 88. To Marcus Robertson.
All right, 4-yard loss back to the 39.
I think it was actually Mario's the one that made the tackle for the loss.
Second down and 14. Second and 14 for Silsbee. We've got 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Carthage up 35-0. Second and 14 for Silsbee at the Carthage 39-yard line. Reed again in shotgun as he has been the entire ball game. Spearman to his right. Twins to each side. Ball on the left hash. Now Spearman, the tailback, goes motion right. And here's Reed throwing left, and this ball is incomplete. Intended for the receiver. That was Malcolm Ruckett at about the 35-yard line.
And I think he strong-armed that, tried to throw it too fast, and it got to the kid before he knew it was there, and it got through his hands.
So that incomplete pass is going to bring up third down and 14. 3:43 to play in the first half. Carthage leading Silsbee 35-0. We're coming to you from Provost Umphrey Stadium, home of the Lamar Cardinals. And we are in Beaumont, Texas, facing the winner. The winner of this one faces the winner of West Orange Stark and Jasper. They'll be playing tonight 7:30 in Humble. All right, trips to the right, twins to the left for Reed. Snap back to Reed in the gun. Reed looking over the middle. He throws, and this one is incomplete. The closest one to it was Bry Bolton. Here comes a late flag after the pass went well over Bolton's head. The receiver for Silsbee, Troy Gore, flattened Bolton, and that's going to be 15 against Silsbee.
And I'm proud of Bolton because he didn't come up out of there like he's done in the past and want to push back. He just took it, went to going toward the sideline. So, and I think he kind of mistimed that. I think he could have had an interception on that himself.
Mark, great point on Bolton, because Bolton has been, you know, he's got a reputation sometimes
a little bit touchy.
Yeah, a little touchy, and he doesn't think before he acts. But that time he resisted the temptation, and that's a dead ball foul. So that's after the play, which means the down counts, and the penalty is marked off. 15 against Silsbee, back to their own 46-yard line.
And I don't think Brian would have been able to catch it. It was well over his head. He jumped up to try and get it, so it was a little bit out of the reach of his hand. But the previous play before, if they would have completed that pass, they probably got the first down in good yards. They slipped behind their linebackers across the middle.
Fourth down and a 5-wood this time.
All right, line of scrimmage is the 46. Here's Gore with the win. Fair catch made by Goree at the 25-yard line, which is going to be a 29-yard kick. That's their fifth punt of the ball game already.
3:33 left. 35-0 Carthage. We have time to score again.
Carthage leading at 35-0 here in Beaumont. And again, the winner of this game will face the winner of West Orange Stark and Jasper. That'll be for the regional championship next weekend. We assume it'll be on Friday. And if it's Jasper, we'll be at SFA. That's for certain. And if it is West Orange Stark, it'll be back here in Beaumont at the Beaumont ISD Stadium. All right, Bogan shoots under center this time. Bogey hands off to Pipkin. Pipkin going left. 30, 35, 40, 45. And he's out across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 19 yards.
Again, the Hogs up front. Harvey was in on that. I think he's in there for McCain, giving him a spell. Goodacre, Bankhead, Clinton, Hussar, Harvey is opening big holes.
All right, now Pipkin with 182 yards on 8 carries. Here's Bogan shoots. 5-step drop, looking left, going down the far sideline. This ball is incomplete. Looked like the defender there, number 4, may have grabbed hold of Goree's arm, but no flag. There is a flag in the backfield. A flag in the backfield, and let's see what this is going to be. Could be holding against Carthage.
Or illegal hands to the face or something.
Okay, it will be a 10-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. Cade Clinton called for holding, and that's going to move it from the 47 back to the 37. Our second penalty of the ball game for a total of 15 yards. And that will make it now 1st and 20. 1st and 20, Carthage at our 37. Carthage has scored on every possession tonight. They have not punted. They have not turned it over. And Silsbee, on their 6 possessions, they've turned it over once and they've punted 5 times. They only have 2 first downs in the ball game. Bogan shoots, gets the shotgun snap. Now he's being pressured. Now he's going to be in trouble, and he's going to be sacked big sack there, big loss. And that's going to be back inside the 30 at about the 25-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 12. Make it 13.
So far, Bogey has really managed the game very well as a quarterback. He spread the ball. They got it to Big O. They're getting it to Goree. We have not seen anything over the middle really to speak of. 2:44 left. It's going to be second, a pretty good little chunk.
It's going to be second and 26. It's going to be second and 33. Second and 33 for Carthage at our 24. Well, if we pick this up, that'd really be something. Second and 33 at our 24-yard line.
Don't think we're not going to try.
220. Oh, I know we'll try. 2:20 to play here in the first half. Carthage up 35-0. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. It's snap with 1. Here's Bogey looking left. Bogey looking left, and this one is caught by Goree, and he dances out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Well, that picked up 15 of them right there.
Yeah, now it's third and decently manageable. Less than 20 yards. But we've got the playmaker and Big O. But you know the way Tevin's running, he'd run him up the middle.
Well, they needed 33. They got 16 there, so they got almost half of it. Now it's 3rd and 17. 3rd and 17 at our 40-yard line. Remember, it was 2nd and 33. Now it's 3rd and 17 at our 40. 2:11 to play in the half. 35-0 Dogs. Trips to the right. Here's Bogenschutz looking right. He's going deep down the near sideline for Keldrick Jackson. This ball is out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 17, and probably our first punt of the night.
Well, also, there was 2 receivers kind of in the same area. I don't know if that was somebody ran the wrong route or something, but it just looked odd that Goree was out here with him. 2:03 left in the half, 35-0 Carthage, and we're going to punt for the first time today.
So we cannot overcome the 10-yard holding penalty and the 13-yard sack. And the Bulldogs now will punt. For the first time, the line of scrimmage is going to be the Carthage 40. Gonzalez takes a 14-yard drop. He will take the snap at the 26-yard line. Waist-high snap, soccer-style kick, rugby-style kick, and hits at the 30. We get a roll on this one. And it's going to be down at about the 22-yard line. That's going to be a nice kick there.
Our boys think that it bounced off one of their boys, so they were scrambling to get the fumble, they thought. But the umpires are talking in the middle of the field.
I thought it did too. It hit the Silsbee defender there.
Let's see if they don't replay that, will they?
Okay, a 38-yard kick. Yeah, let's see if they replay that one.
It probably won't.
That'll tell you something. If they don't replay it, then they have doubts about the call.
That's right.
And they don't replay it. Isn't it? We've got a big screen here at Provost Umphrey Stadium.
It may be big as ours.
It's a big one. All right, now 1st and 10 for Silsbee with 1:51 to go at their own 22. Reed in the shotgun with twins on each side. Hands off to Spearman. Spearman going left. Got a running room this time. 25, 30, 35, and dropped at the 40-yard line. That's going to be the 41 after a gain of 19.
Well, guess who's on the tackle? Christian Allison. From his linebacker position, having to chase it downfield. They got a seal on the outside that time. Matter of fact, he did make a fake to get to the outside, too, at that point.
All right, the clock starts. Remember, not only the officials, but the clock operators are from the Tyler chapter. In fact, we've got 2 officials operating the clocks tonight, or this afternoon. 1:30 to play now in the half. Carthage leading 35-0. 1st and 10, Silsbee at their own 41. Here's Spearman. Reed, play action fake. Throwing left down the near sideline for Elam. And there's going to be contact there between Elam and Strong. And that's going to be a penalty against Strong, but they didn't see, the officials didn't, they didn't see Elam after the play was over shoving Strong. They were not looking that direction.
Well, I tell you what, both of them threw it, so I don't know if it was a legal contact or if it's pass interference, because they were contacting each other all the way down all the way down the field. See what he says.
Okay, you heard it. Well, you may not have heard it. 10-yard penalty for holding against Carthage. And so that's a penalty from the previous spot, which is a 41. So this is going to move it into plus territory for Silsbee at the Carthage 49. And again, after the play was over, the officials who threw the flag, they were not looking, but Elam gave Strong a shove. And they didn't see that. That might have drawn a flag against Elam, but it did not. So Silsbee with their third first down, make it their fourth of the ball game. They have it now at the Carthage 49, 1:19 to play in the half. Carthage up 35-0. First and 10, Silsbee at the Dog 49. Here's Reed, option to the right, pitches out to Spearman. Spearman cut out. Oh, great defense there. We forced Reed to pitch it, and then we had Spearman covered up. And it's a loss of 5.
I saw them working on that particular play before the game. We have an injured player on the ball field. This is KGAS. We'll be back, 35-0 Carthage.
Panola County relies on ETMC Carthage for high-quality care from medical professionals you know and trust. We offer a full range of services like 24-hour emergency and level 4 trauma care, diagnostics including 64-slice CT, MRI, digital mammography, bone density, ultrasound, and X-ray, and ETMC First Physicians Clinics with specialists in pediatrics and family health. ETMC is proud to be one with East Texas and one with the Carthage Bulldogs.
When you think of high school football in Texas, you think Carthage Bulldogs. When you think of banking, you should think of Prosperity Bank. Prosperity Bank has the leadership, strength, and desire to serve your banking needs. We offer deposit accounts, debit cards, internet banking, and mobile banking, as well as consumer, commercial, and residential lending. Combined with 213 locations across Texas and 6 in Oklahoma, we can service your needs wherever you are. Stop by the Carthage office and we will share with you our Bulldog spirit. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, we return to Provost Umphrey Stadium. The Silsbee youngster is still on the ground, so they're attending to him at the 46-yard line. It's going to be second down and 15 after that loss of 5 on the running play by Spearman. Incidentally, the Tenaha Tigers advance. They defeat the Chilton Pirates 28-16, so they'll advance to round 4 of the playoffs. Congratulations, Tigers. Boy, they're looking for their third straight trip to Arlington this year.
Yes, I did the one on the radio when they had Reginald Davis with Mark McClain and Jerry World, and I'm planning on going back there this year. I want to go with the Carthage Bulldogs. We've got a minute left in the first half, pretty much. 35-0 Carthage. We are in the regional semis. You know, when you get this far in the playoffs, you usually don't get ahead 35-0 at half, but there are other blowouts going on too. You know, Kilgore won theirs by, well, they were ahead 35-0. I don't know how it came out. And he's up. And looks like he's a little gimpy, but that's their running back.
That's their top running back, Cedric Spearman. So we'll get the number of the new youngster. It's going to be the running back here in just a second. They'll have to bring in a new running back. Spearman injured on that play. He rushed 9 times in the first half for 38 yards. It's second and 15 for Silsbee at their own 46-yard line. And here they come up to the line of scrimmage. And let's see, we'll catch that number. That's going to be number 34 in the backfield. That's Floyd Spearman back there with Reed. Reed in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands off to the wide out from the right, going left, and he's wrapped up. Fumble ball on the ground, and it's recovered that time by Spearman, who came in at running back. It's recovered by Spearman back at the 36-yard line. They had a wide out to the right. He went motion left, took the handoff, and a fumble, and the Bulldogs are going to have him wrapped up there at the 36 after a loss of 10.
And McClain stayed at home, did his position, and turned him back in, was in on the tackle. Somebody came over to help. The ball got knocked out, but the quarterback was there to recover it. 17 seconds left in the half. I don't know if Silsbee wants to run another play here in the first half. They're trailing 35-0.
They've had enough. They have had enough, and the Silsbee Tigers are going to go in and try to regroup. They have run into a buzzsaw here in Beaumont in the form of the Carthage Bulldogs. At halftime, Carthage 35, Silsbee nothing. Back from Provost Umphrey Stadium right after this break.
If you don't have an oil well, you need to get one. So Ricky and Casey Bagley at Bagley Well Services can help you take care of it. Bagley Well Services is a complete service. Hookups, pipelines, maintenance, backhoe, dozer, and pipe hauling. Bagley Well Service. One call does it all. 903-622-4122. So if you have an oil well, let Bagley Well Service do the work for you. 903-622-4122.
Myth number 1, hospice is a place. Reality, hospice care usually takes place in the comfort of an individual's home, but can be provided in any environment in which a person lives, including a nursing home, assisted living facility, or residential care facility. Hartsway also provides inpatient services at several local hospitals and nursing homes. Hartsway Hospice of Carthage. Call today, 903-690-9924.
Your air conditioning system has been working overtime to keep you cool. Show your air conditioning unit that you appreciate that hard work by having it checked out by Hal's AC and Electrical. If your air conditioning system isn't serviced properly, it doesn't work as efficiently as it should, and that costs you money. And if you do need a new unit, ask about a Trane high-performance air conditioning system. Call 903-693-7451. 903-693-7451. For sales and service, call Hal's AC and Electrical of Carthage.
At Citizens Bank, you'll be impressed, 'cause we stand for your success.
Where do you stand with your bank? At Citizens Bank, we'll help you to know exactly where you stand, so you can stand tall financially. We are your full-service bank with the advantage of highly efficient, competent, and friendly service.
Come into Citizens Bank in Carthage today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
'Cause we stand for your success.
We all like to save money, and State Farm can help with discounts. When you combine your car insurance with your State Farm homeowners insurance, you get big savings. So talk to me, Agent Tate Barber, and experience the good neighbor service that has made us America's #1 insurance company. Together, we can help you make sure you get the discounts you deserve. No policy with State Farm? No problem. Call me, Agent Tate Barber, at 903-693-7555 or stop by my office, 1502 West Panola, directly across the street from McDonald's, to find out how much a multi-line discount can save you.
We're back here at the Lamar University campus. Our girls, our CHS Bells are out dancing. Let's just listen to the band play. There by the Bells. We've got Mr. Arledge in here with me, band director. He has his doctorate in band knowledge. Yeah. And he's going to talk to us tonight about what's going to be going on. Do some of these Bells march too?
Yes, sir. We have, looks like about 4 of them that do bells, and then they come grab a horn and march and play with us. We have a couple cheerleaders as well, and 1 or 2 football boys, I believe. Forward march whistle from drum major Brett May. Band marches onto the field from the home sideline. They'll be performing to our home crowd over there on the visitor side. Flags and twirlers make their way into their position. Our twirlers, Captain Brett May, Lieutenant Kristen Lidke, Ashley Andrews, Emily Donald, Kelsey Hooker, Marissa Ingram, Mia Scott, Kate Sherman, Kelsey Widener, and Cassie Tinker. Our flags, Captain Kristen Rockmore, Co-Lieutenant Emily Ward, Shell Cheshire, Co-Lieutenant Alexis Hardy, Ashlyn Burns, Laniqua Bowman, Cassidy Britton, Kristen Brooks, Demetria Brown, Kristen McMullen, Miosha Brown, Marissa Garcia, Kiara Ware, Shani Burrows, Morgan Nicholas, Kimberly Bradley, and they're under the sponsorship of Miss Leanne Sharp and performing to C.C. Ryder.
You don't have to say them that fast. We've got a lot of territory to cover here.
I was trying to beat the band. Twirlers are using knives tonight instead of batons to look like pirate swords, I guess. They hook together and they sling around. Kind of dangerous. They hit themselves are pretty heavy, but they do a good job with them.
I wouldn't be worried about it. I've been people around them.
I've been hit with them in college. They hurt. I promise.
I don't know how long y'all have used those flags, those silver flags. But boy, they stand out.
I think they're new to us this year. They're real pretty. We're pretty glad we got those. Twirlers and flags make their way back into the block. They'll pick up their instrument march. They wear a red-white skirt. The twirlers have on red long sleeves underneath it, and the flags had on silver sleeves underneath theirs to kind of show a little difference. Horns up from Drum Major Brett May.
What y'all gonna play?
They're gonna kick off to Honey Boys Fanfare. Followed by Joyce's 71st New York Regiment. Band now in 5 company fronts, moving right to left. Company fronts are 5 yards apart. We go from the near hash to the far sideline, each company front. The series to the rears puts them in a block of diagonals. Now moving left to right. Series to the rears will put the band in a chevron or an arrowhead, moving right to left.
Got a football player out there marching too.
Yes, sir.
How many you think you got out there tonight?
Oh, probably just over 100. We had several that couldn't make it because of the holidays, but we got, I think, over 100. I think we took 100, maybe 7, I think, 107, 110 to eat lunch.
The holidays.
You know.
Not going to march for the Carthage Bulldogs just because of a holiday?
You know, hey, I'm here. Band now back in block. National emblem, the march being played. After being splits, now moving in 2 different blocks. each other to the rear, and they come back, bring it back into a close ordered block. Counter march. That'll handle the Republic. Switches places with a few other band members. Facing whistle from the drum major.
Yeah, they fooled me last week on this.
Yes, sir. Band splits into 3 different blocks. Looks like they're on about the between the 30-yard line, stretched to the other 30-yard line. Block to the right as we look at them from the press box. Breaks off into a C. Middle block, H. And yes.
Good performance by the Carthage band. The score is 35-0 here in favor of Carthage at halftime. We'll go back to the home office and pay a few bills.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, our customers and our community come first. The 65 people who make up the First State Bank and Trust Company team spend thousands of volunteer hours and, along with the bank, contribute thousands of dollars every year to 76 community charities and organizations. That's what we call a spirit of community. It's not just our responsibility, it's our history. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
November is here, and so are the deals at Pippin Motor Company. Hi, I'm Will Blackwell with Pippin Motor Company. Pippin Motor Company has been saving people money since 1951 on new Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac vehicles. Not to mention, we got some great deals on pre-owned too. So if you're thinking about a vehicle, think Pippin Motor Company across from Panola College at 903-693-6691, or look us up on the web at pippinmotorcompany.com.
Football is in the air, and that means it's tailgate time in East Texas. And when I get ready for the big game, I get all of my supplies at Bill's Meat Market and Catering. From hamburger patties to hot links to sausage, you will find none better than what you find at Bill's. Is there a big college game and a backyard party in your future? Let Bill's cut your steaks the way that you like them. They'll be delicious. Bill's Meat Market and Catering. They're on West Panola in Carthage. Carthage Furniture is having a fall festival sale. Check out these savings. A sofa and love seat in light brown microfiber for just $5.99. A drop leaf dinette set, a table and 2 chairs, yours for $1.99. A 7-piece pub style dinette. This is a table and 6 chairs, only $5.99. This and more at Carthage Furniture. Monty Bacon is ready to make you a deal. They're located behind the big car wash on West Panola. Carthage Furniture Company.
Well, we're back. The score is 35-0 Carthage here in Beaumont. We're getting ready for the Silsbee Band drill team to perform. But one thing that we never get to mention up here, we should mention more of, is our cheerleaders. Our cheerleaders cheer every game for the Carthage Bulldogs. Riley Parker is co-captain and All-American cheerleader. And Bailey Hacker, I guess, co-captain. Bailey Griffith, Kelsey Soap, Kinsey Tate, Cameron Brady, Camry Smith, Sutton Travis, Keaton Davis, Jacayla Jackson, Brianna Gwynn, and Bailey Bullock. That's our cheerleaders. We also brought our JV cheerleaders to cheer with us tonight. Bulldogs have scored easy and often in this ball game. Last week we played a team that was 10-1, ranked high in the state, and we put a whooping on them. So far today, we've done the same thing again. So let's sit back and listen a little bit to the band. Now this second week in a row, I don't know if they're going to march. They look more like a show band than they do a marching band. They do have uniforms on, but they have the guy with the drums, with the 3 drums in front. And usually those guys are not the type that march. The bass drums and the snares are out there, but you never see a guy with 3 of them march. So I'm sure they're going to do a couple of dance routines here in Beaumont. The Dogs ahead, 35-0. Now they're going to perform another get the start. Buddy of mine, Joe Murphy, likes to hear the band at halftime. He says, I wish I could hear the whole band, so just getting to hear them tonight. tag team.
Silsbee High School's Fighting Tiger Band. Your Tiger Band is directed by Todd Patterson.
While they get ready, we'll go back to page.
And is under the field direction of Drew.
At Panola National Bank, we're constantly looking for ways to make community banking even better. Now we're making it easier for you to bank on the go with Mobile PNB. Our new mobile banking service allows you to access your accounts directly from your cell phone, so you can make transfers, check balances, and search transactions all from the convenience of your cell phone or tablet. Be sure to check out our new free mobile apps in the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Panola National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
If you're traveling to the game, you need to make sure your vehicle is in as good a shape as the Carthage Bulldogs. That's why we recommend Carthage Automotive Tire Pros and Service. They have hundreds of tires available from major tire brands like Michelin. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 through 5:30 for your convenience. Have your vehicle follow the Carthage Bulldogs all the way to state. You'll be a champion if your vehicle is serviced by Carthage Automotive Tire Pros and Service. Located at 2003 West Panola in Carthage. Online at carthageautomotive.com. Sick 'em, dogs!
XL Ford of Carthage is asking your help in giving back this holiday season as a way of saying thank you to the community. We're teaming up with East Texas Food Bank to provide families in need with food for Thanksgiving. Come down to XL and help us fill a Ford for the food bank. We pledge to match donations dollar for dollar, can for can, good for good from now until Thanksgiving. Together, we can make a difference to families in need. As always, we are thankful to our customers and our community. This is Mark McLaughlin at XL Ford on the Southeast Loop in Carthage.
If a new home is in the plans for a major remodeling project, Farmer State Bank is available with mortgage loans to help make those dreams a reality. Farmer State Bank is built on the belief that through hard work and careful planning, people like you will make our community grow. The dreams are here today. Bring your plans to Farmer State Bank. Tomorrow, it can be the start of something great. Stop by and visit us at one of our 4 full-service locations, Carthage, Center, Shelbyville, and Waukegan. Member of FDIC, equal housing lender.
Yes, and that is a good bank. Let's listen to the band.
And now, the Silsbee High School Band will present to you a portion of the music from their 2013 UIL competition show. The show this year featured the music of progressive rock supergroup Transatlantic, which was arranged by Todd Patterson and featured original percussion parts written by Keith Zewick of Lumberton High School. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present The Whirlwind.
scores 35-0. We'll be back for the statistics right after this.
Oh, her first word.
Mama.
Then, before I knew it...
Mom!
Soccer practice, art club, driver's ed, dating, graduation, 5 years of college. Mom, this is Ted. Wedding bells, and suddenly...
Life fast forwards. Keep up with Texas Farm Bureau insurance and protection that changes with your auto, home, and life needs. It's the right coverage for any moment, because moments worth covering are never accidents.
Call Jenny Morgan at 693-7868 to see if you qualify to save up to 40% on your auto insurance.
Discounts may vary by situation.
Hi, my name is Mike, and I love my Fidelity Power Pack. My friends think I'm crazy, with the Power Pack tattoo and, well, the outfits.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that cape.
But I get crazy fast internet, digital TV, and phone service, all for just $75 a month to start. How can you not love the Power Pack?
Wow, the Power Pack sounds amazing. Now, do you think you can hook me up with some of those tights?
Love your Fidelity Power Pack. Internet, phone, and television for just $75 a month to start. Order at fidelitycommunications.com.
Hey folks, you know you always get the best deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle when you purchase from Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. But have you heard about our VIP treatment after the sale? Did you know that we give you a complimentary wash and vacuum when we service your vehicle? Or that we provide free loaner vehicles? And of course, we are the home of Toyota Care, featuring 2-year or 25,000-mile free maintenance. But there's more at Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. Visit us at Highways 59 and 20 on East End Boulevard or on the web at marshalltoyota.com.
Your first half stats made possible by Ben's Pawn Shop.
Ben's Pawn and Trading Post in Carthage is the answer to the hunter's dream. At Ben's, you'll find an outstanding selection of knives just for the sportsman. Hunting rifles of all kinds, including Howa, Remington, and Savage. They also offer the popular Nikon scopes. Ben's Pawn and Trading Post is located on the east side of the Carthage Square. It's where you can find the ammunition you need. Ben's Pawn in Carthage.
All right, here are the first half stats. Carthage 12 first down, Silsbee 4. Big advantage for Carthage on the ground, 200-41. The Bulldogs 8 of 14 through the air for 121. Silsbee 3 of 9 for 9 yards. So the total yardage, Carthage 321 and Silsbee 50. Turnovers. Silsbee had one. That was a pass that was picked off. Carthage did not punt. Silsbee punted 5 times for a 28.6-yard average. Bulldogs are back out on the field. The Silsbee Tigers yet to come out of their dressing room. Carthage is going to get the kickoff to start the second half. The scoring, Carthage scoring on a 13-yard pass from Bogan Shoots to T. Goree. 74-yard run for Tevin Pipkin. 27-yard pass from Bogan Shoots to Goree. So 2 touchdown receptions for Goree. 10-yard run for Pipkin. So he's got 2 touchdowns. 67-yard run for Pipkin. So he's got 3 touchdowns in the ball game. And Tevin, who came into the game needing 206 yards to surpass or to tie Chris Briggs for career rushing yardage, has 182 here in the first half. So he's only 24 yards away from the record.
Tonight's second half kickoff brought to you by Carthage Towing. Carthage Towing is a 24-hour towing service taking care of all of your light and heavy-duty needs. Carthage Towing is now offering an official vehicle inspection station for all vehicles, including DOT trucks and trailers. No appointment is needed. Just stop by 1122 Hills Lake Road in Carthage or call Robert Wayne at 903-754-3436. Carthage Towing, wanting to serve you, and they're just a phone call away.
I need to have my eyes checked. Silsbee was back out on the field. Here's the kick. End over end kick, a short one, and we come up. This is Trey Jackson. No, this is taken by Strong at the 30-yard line. He returns it to the 37. Carthage first intended on 37.
Jackson was going back like a pass to catch it, and Strong was coming forward, and they kind of met at the same time, and I guess he said, hey, you can take it, Strong, and handed it to him. 35-0 to score. Carthage was all everything in the first half. I'm sure that Silsbee's tried to make some adjustments to see how to slow down this offense.
All right, here come the Bulldogs again with Clinton, Goodacre, Hussar, McCain, and Bankhead on the offensive line. Bogan Shoots in the gun at quarterback, snap back to him. He's going to throw to the left. This is caught out there by Goree, 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 8 yards.
Just a quick out to him, and he takes it down the sidelines for a real good game to start the second half. That was Gorey, who signed, I think, a letter of intent with University of North Texas, along with Big O'Carey and Rutherford this week.
Okay, that's a gain of, they call it 7 instead of 8. So it's 2nd down and 3 for Carthage at our 44. All right, we're going to have a wide out to each side, double tight end formation this time. Pipkin the tailback, handoff Pipkin, Pipkin left side, and nothing there. No gain at all. May have gotten 1.
Yeah, that's very few times tonight we've seen that he got nothing to speak of. We bring in some more pass receivers, and we're going to spread it out a little bit.
Okay, we'll give him 1 to the 45. So now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and a 2. 3rd and 2 for Carthage at their own 45-yard line. Early the 4th quarter, 10:45 to play. Carthage up 35-0. 13 seconds left on the play clock. Our ones are in there on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Snap back to Bogenschutz. Looking left, throwing left. Has a man out in the open, and Strong was behind the secondary. That one's over his head.
A little more touch on that particular ball, and that would have been a touchdown. He threw that one like he's thrown the rest of them that are deep tonight real fast, but we're going for it.
4th and 3. Okay, we're going to send trips to the right. Bogenschutz in the shotgun. 4th and 3 at our 44-yard line. Dogs appear to be going for it, but of course, remember on several occasions we've seen Bogenschutz drop back a couple of more yards and punt it. Snap back to Bogenschutz, rolls to his right. He's going to throw. This one's caught by Strong for a 1st down across midfield, and he's going to go down at the Tiger 45-yard line.
He rolled to his right. He had 3 guys out there with an option of each one, and he just chose Strong. 1st down.
Yeah, it takes, a lot of confidence in your offense to go like that first possession here in the second half inside your 50-yard line. So, good play there, roll out by Bogey pass to Strong.
All right, 11-yard pickup there on that pass play. Ball on the right hash. Here's a play-action fake. Bogenschutz going to go deep down the near sideline for Strong, and a lot of pushing going on. This hits the defender in the back, and here comes a flag thrown by the back judge.
Yeah, he was defending, facing the receiver, which you can do that in high school football, but he pushed him out of bounds. I don't know if it was catchable or not, and that's what the coaches from Silsbee are saying. It wasn't catchable. Let's see if they pull it up. They're going to talk it over. 10:06 left in the 3rd quarter, 35-0 Carthage. We have the ball. We're moving, first possession of the second half.
Pass interference. Defense number 4, 15-yard penalty for the previous spot. 1st down.
Okay, it is a 15-yard penalty, a 1st down for Carthage. It goes against Silsbee. And so that moves it now from the 45 down to the 30-yard line.
You see they're trying to spread the ball to some other receivers to get him a touchdown, Larry.
So they're going to send now Rutherford and Gorey to the left and Strong to the right. We've got a tight end right formation. Pipkin is the tailback, taking a 8.5-yard drop. Bogenschutz under center. Here's a handoff to Pipkin. Pipkin right side and picks up a tough yard right there to the 29.
Yeah, there wasn't a hole there. Again, in the first half, there was nothing but big holes, and 2 times he's rushed it here in the second half. There's been nothing unless he's missing his cut.
Well, Silsbee's got 3 of their big offensive linemen in there, 75, 62, and 78, so they got the beef up there, so I guess they were expecting us to come out and run the ball, but we got a big offensive line as well, and we've done a good job here the first 3 games of the playoffs and controlling that line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 for Carthage at the Silsbee 29. Ball on the right hash, going left to right. Handoff Pipkin. Pipkin wrapped up and right at the line of scrimmage, and then falls forward for 1 to the 28.
That particular time,
number 75.
McCain got beat on the block, but he's looking at Tevin saying you should have cut this way. So I don't know who's right. 9 minutes left, 3rd quarter, 35-0 Carthage.
And Marquise Gwynn goes out. He's been injured. Good to see him back in there playing some. All right, we're going to send Rutherford and Strong to the left. And we've got Gorey and Jakeldrick Jackson split out to the right. So 4 wideouts on this 3rd and 8 play from the Silsbee 28-yard line. 4 wideouts, ball on the right hash, 3rd and 8 at the 28. Snap back to Bogenschutz. Here comes the blitz. And hand up Pippin. Big hole. 20, 15, 10, 5. And he's down inside the 5-yard line. Big hole there on the run by Pipkin. It goes from the 28 to the 2, 26 yards.
Now, that time the old Hogs put a hat on 75 and everybody else, and he had the same holes he's had all night to run through.
Tevin Pipkin now has a career rushing record at Carthage High School, surpassing Chris Briggs. First and goal at the 2.
That's been a long time ago, Chris Briggs.
First and goal at the 2. We've got 8:20 to play in the third quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. Carthage up 35-0. Bogenschutz into shotgun. Snap back to him. Pump fake left. Now goes into the end zone left, and this ball is incomplete, intended for Strong, who runs into the deflated Bulldog over there on the far side.
He about have to. It's like being at the fair. You know, you get to jump on something soft. Well, that's what he did just then. Pass was a little bit over his head.
All right, it's going to be second and goal for Carthage at the Silsbee 2-yard line. We've got twins on each side. Bogenschutz in the shotgun. Sometimes we come in with our jumbo package down close to the goal line. Not this time. Snap back to Bogenschutz. Looking left. Throws left into the end zone. This ball is tipped away by the Silsbee defender there. That pass intended for Rutherford. It's going to be third and goal from the 2.
I think Bogey wanted that a little bit more air under it and right at the edge of the pylon, but it just didn't get enough height under it because Big O can go get one. That was more like thrown right at head level.
Okay, so now we send Strong and Jakeldrick Jackson out, and we bring in Perez and also a tight end, and this is going to be Marquise Gwynn. So we've got an offset out of the right this time. Bogey throws left into the end zone, and this one's caught by Rutherford. Great catch by Rutherford for the touchdown. He juggled that one as he fell to the turf and caught it for a 2-yard score.
Well, he threw it on his back shoulder rather than go over the top, and the defender was playing off, which left Big O out there. He did fumble it in the air, but caught it as he fell down for a touchdown. So Big O now got him one.
Yeah, good concentration there in Surratt. You know, he was still kind of having a casual conversation with the Rutherford on those plays. I think he was trying to do a fake instead of running his route and getting off of it, getting positioned to go up and get the ball. So Coach Surratt had a little casual conversation about the route running there.
That casual conversation comes about very often.
Here's an extra point attempt, this one by Gonzalez, and it is good again. He is 6 for 6, and the Bulldogs lead it 42-0 here in Beaumont. 7:56 to play in the third. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, you know you always get the best deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle when you purchase from Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. But have you heard about our VIP treatment after the sale? Did you know that we give you a complimentary wash and vacuum when we service your vehicle? Or that we provide free loaner vehicles? And of course, we are the home of Toyota Care, featuring 2-year or 25,000-mile free maintenance. But there's more at Danny Cole's Marshall Toyota. Visit us at Highways 59 and 20 on East End Boulevard or on the web at marshalltoyota.com.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation is a proud corporate neighbor in Panola County. They provide jobs, pay taxes, and support community activities. Chances are an employee of Louisiana Pacific Corporation is an active church member, civic club member, or volunteer in your community. You know them and know what good jobs they do. Louisiana Pacific Corporation, a good company hiring great people, your neighbors.
All right, the Bulldogs lead it here by a score. They lead it by a score of 42-0. A quick update on let's see, this would be oh my gosh, it escapes me right now. The team that lost in the won the Division I last year, Stephenville. I'll give you an update on that. They were almost upset tonight. Almost upset. Here is the kick by Gonzalez, and this is a line drive kick going over the far side. And this ball is going to go dead at the 8. Picked up at the 8. Now coming left. Retreating back to the 5 is Elam to the 10. 15 has running room. 20, 25, 30. And out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's coming back. Blocking the back on Silsbee.
Okay. Stephenville trailed 34-36 with about 30 seconds to play. They went 70 yards in 26 seconds to take a 40-36 lead, scoring on a 10-yard run with 4 seconds to go. They scored a touchdown on the very last play of the game to make it look like they were in control. 47-36 was the final, but they were within less than a minute of being upset.
Who they play?
Big Spring.
Big Spring.
Big Spring almost pulled the upset over Stephenville. All right, so the block in the back moves it for Silsbee back to the 4-yard line. Silsbee at their own 4-yard line. And let's see if their running back who was injured in the first half is back in there, and he is not. This is going to be Tavoris Brooks in there in his place. Reed, the quarterback, in the end zone, taking the shotgun snap, throws to the left, to the 5, 10, 15, and that's going to be a first down as they throw out of their own end zone, and they pick up a first down on a 13-yard pass play.
Christian Allison and James Marshall out there. It was just a quick pass to the outside and let him, the lead blocker, and he got good yardage out of it to get him out of a hole.
So the line of scrimmage now is the 18. First and 10 now for Silsbee at their own 18. Reed again to the shotgun, twins to each side. Snap back to Reed. Reed throwing left again and has it this time to Jackson, and Jackson goes out of bounds. And that's going to be at the 23, so they gained 5 on that pass play.
We had an outside linebacker blitz going then with Alice, and or he'd have been out there in coverage more than likely. Good play call for the Silsbee against that particular defense.
So now it's third down, 3rd and 5 for Silsbee at their own 23-yard line. Reed again in the shotgun. Snap back to him. Hands off to the running back. Running back is hit hard in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss back to the 21. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Marshall on the tackle, along with Christopher Howard in his down lineman position. That's a name that we didn't call a whole lot, either he or Christian Allison, early in the year, but they have slowly worked their way in by hard work and have taken a starting position here on the Bulldogs.
That was Tavoris Brooks on the carry for the Silsbee Tigers. Now it's 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Silsbee at their own 21-yard line. Reed will send twins to each side. He's got Brooks to his right in the backfield. Snap back to Reed. Reed wants to throw over the middle. He throws, and this ball is caught at the 40 by Jackson. Midfield, 45, 40. And he is going to be down at the Carthage 40-yard line for a big pickup. That's their biggest gain of the ball game.
And all you can say right there was that was just a good play. Threw the ball over the middle, in stride. Bolton was behind him, but he did drag him down from behind, not let him get loose for a touchdown. 5:53 left, third quarter, 42-0 Carthage.
37-yard pass play for Silsbee. Moves it now to the Carthage 41-yard line. 37-yard pass play. Puts it in plus territory for Silsbee at the Dog 41. We've got 5:40 to play in the third quarter. Third quarter. Carthage up 42-0. All right, Reed in the gun. Twins to each side. High snap. He comes down with a big rush, and he's going to throw it away into the Carthage bench.
That could be.
That was a high snap there, and he just simply threw that one away to avoid the sack.
That almost looked like a lateral and the ball would have been placed wherever it went out of bounds, and it looks like that's what they're doing.
Oh, they are going to call that a lateral. Okay, so they're calling that a lateral.
That was a trick play. I bet you started out. They were going to lateral lap to the guy outside, and then he was going to throw it downfield. I bet you.
So that is a loss of 14 yards. Loss of 14 yards back to the Silsbee 45-yard line. So now make it third down and 24.
Yeah, we're playing. Go ahead, Larry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying we're playing a little loose on the inside. Receivers kind of get up that yards on the pass plays there with our linebackers and the safeties.
All right, second down and 24. Make it. And false start by Silsbee will make it now second and 29.
Well, our guys are beating them up front, and that makes them. I was an offensive lineman. If you're getting beaten and you're trying to jump off just a slight second, when you hear the snap count, and sometimes you hear things and you fire off too early. And let's see what happens here.
Disconcerting signal from the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Oh, they're going to call that against the Bulldogs.
What did he call that?
Well, I think what it was, we were shifting our linemen down to a gap, and I guess they're saying the head official's going to talk to Coach Surratt. Well, they jumped whenever we shifted our linemen to a different gap, so I don't know about that.
Disconcerting signal, or what did he say?
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
Boy, I wish we had a repeat of that one because I've never heard that particular description. Okay, so it's 5 yards, making it now 2nd and 19. 2nd and 19 for Silsbee at 50-yard line. Here's a snap back to Reed, play action fake, rolling to his right, being chased by McCain, and throws this one to Coach Griffin over there on the Carthage bench, incomplete, making it 3rd down and 19.
Yeah, he just had to get rid of that. McCain was all over his back, and he had to throw it.
Right through the hands of Coach Griffin. 5:14 to play in the 3rd quarter. Carthage up 42-0.
We may not have played some high-powered offenses, and we may still going to meet one. We did meet one with White House, but our defense is playing good ball right now.
Incidentally, we gave you that White House score earlier. They got beat 65-60. Final Kilgore wins 56-21. LaGrange wins today. They advance 61-24. All right, 3rd down and 19. Snap back to Reed. Reed wants to throw over the middle. He throws over the middle. This ball is incomplete over the outstretched hands of James Marshall, and it was intended for a receiver down at the 25-yard line.
And it's really odd that we have so many blowouts going on in the 3rd week of the playoffs. Usually you weed out that one in the 1st week, maybe a spare one here in the 2nd week, but usually you don't have just a blowouts like we're having today.
All right, line of scrimmage is the 50. This will be the 6th punt of the ball game for Silsbee. You know you're in trouble when you have punted 6 times and you played 2.5 quarters. You know you're in trouble offensively. AT takes a 14-yard drop. Here's a high snap for Gore. Here's a flag coming in. This will be, I'm pretty sure, against Silsbee.
Before the play started.
And this one is against Silsbee. So move it back 5 more to the 45, making it 4th down and 24. 4th down, 24 for Silsbee. The line of scrimmage will be the 45, the Silsbee 45.
Since Anthony Morgan's era, this group of boys are the ones that we thought, if they could stay injury-free, could take us deep and maybe win another championship. And so far, they've proved to be pretty good.
Snap back to Gore. This time a head-high snap. Gets off a high kick. And Go Reed calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 29-yard line. Make that 21 plus 5, 26 yards on that punt. And Carthage will have it at our 29.
4:55 left in the 3rd quarter, and we're soundly ahead. I imagine we're going to see at one point some new faces in here. Right now we're not, though.
You know, the talk when the playoffs started was, Region 3 Division 1 would be the toughest road to get to the state championship. But, I think we're playing some quality teams. I think we're just clicking in all phases of the games here in the playoffs.
That's what you want.
All right, here's Bogan, shoots into shotgun, hands off. And I guess that's Pipkin, and not much there. In fact, that could be a little short loss. That was Jackson, okay.
So they really need to take Pipkin out. You don't need an injury, but he's coming back in now. But there wasn't any blocking there. That defensive end took a slant down to the inside, and nobody was there to block him. Jackson had nowhere to go.
Okay, that's a loss of 3. A loss of 3 back to the 27. 2nd down and 13 for Carthage. 4:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. Carthage up 42-0. All right, Bogey under center. He's going to throw to the right this time. This ball is incomplete off the outstretched hands of the receiver, which is Go Reed. It's going to make it 3rd and 13 for Carthage at our 27.
And he threw that ball a little bit too early. The timing wasn't quite there. When Go Reed turned around, the ball was way out and flat, and he dove. He made a good effort, but he just couldn't quite get he got his hands on it, but it fell free.
All right, 3rd and 13 for the Dogs. Ball on the left hash. Carthage going left to right here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 13 for Carthage at our 27-yard line. We've got twins to the right and one receiver split out to the left. Pipkin to the right of Bogan shoots in the backfield. Snap back to Bogey. Bogey looking over the middle. This one is tipped and incomplete. That was intended for Marquise Gwynn, but one of their linebackers got a hand on it, and that'll bring up 4th down and 13 from our 27.
Yeah, we're trying to get it spread around to everybody and let Marquise get a little bit of that. But Bogey didn't see that linebacker because he was standing right in the path. We're going to punt it now.
All right, this will be the second punt of the ball game for Gonzalez. Line of scrimmage is the 27. And he takes a 14-yard drop back to the 13. The deep snapper is Micah Templeton. Probably nobody knows, or very few people know who that is. That's a good sign. Here's a rugby-style kick by Gonzalez, and it's a good one. Beauty. And the fair catch called for into the wind. That is, fair catch is made at the 40-yard line. That's a nice punt into the wind with no return, a 33-yard kick.
3:50 left, third quarter. 42-0 Carthage. Pretty much handle them on both sides of the ball. Last week handled Navasota. We played, I think, a tough schedule. I thought Navasota was supposed to be highly touted. I just think, like Dustin says, that we've got a well-oiled machine going right now. And we knew our offense was going to be good, but our defense has turned out to be pretty salty.
Okay, Silsbee first and 10 at their 40. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Snap back to Reed. Reed, play action fake. Now he rolls right. He's going to keep it to the 45. Midfield, 45, and going to be down at the Carthage 45-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 15 for Reed.
Tackled by Leary and Cooper, but not before he got in. He did a fake and then went around the outside. You can see he's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, he faked the dive and faked the pass to the guy, behind the line of scrimmage and tucked it and put it. They like him running the ball, especially since their top running back is out. So look for him to run it more than their running back.
That's a gain of 16 for Reed. Now he's got 29 yards on 10 carries. Clock is now down to 3:20 and moving. Play clock down to 4, 3, 2. Snap with 2. Here's snap back to Reed. Hands off to the running back going left this time. And he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of about 1 yard. Make it 2 perhaps down to the 42.
There's nowhere for him to go in the middle where it was designed, so he tried to cut it to the outside, and Leary's just got too much speed and brought him down out there. Virtually small gain.
Yeah, and he did a good job of containing him and kind of trying to push him back into the flow of our defense.
Okay, we'll give him a gain of a short 3 down to the 41. It's actually between the 41 and 42. And that will bring up now 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for Silsbee. Ball on the left hash. 2nd and 7 at the Carthage 42. 2:27 to play in the third quarter. Carthage leading at 42-0. Snap back to Reed in the shotgun. Hands off to the running back, and he's going to be wrapped up. No gain there. That's going to be a loss. Big play there for the Bulldogs, and that was Brooks. Nice play there by Brooks.
Devontae Brooks. Bunch of Brooks boys have come through Carthage playing football.
Yeah, he did a good job of, keeping his feet going, staying in position, keeping his feet moving to make a good open field tackle right there.
I think he's kin to Otis. The Brookses are all kin to Otis.
Loss of 2. Now we're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, a fast-moving third quarter. Carthage leading it 42-0. Carthage was up at halftime 35-0. The Bulldogs scored on the opening drive of the third quarter. Then they punted on their second possession. All right, here's snap back to Reed. Reed wants to throw. He throws over the middle. This ball is caught at the 35, 30, and he's down at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Silsbee Tigers at our 29.
And I thought we had him sacked there. We had somebody right on him, but he did stand there tall and get rid of it. 1:26 left. 42-0 here in the third quarter.
Those are some of the passing routes that's hurt us through this season is getting behind those linebackers down. It was a good out there by the.
All right, that's a 15-yard gain down to the Carthage 29, and the clock's still moving. 1:14 left to play now in the third quarter. Carthage up 42-0. Reed in the pistol. Snap back to him. High snap. Back over his head at the 45. And he falls on it back at the midfield marker. That's going to be a big, big loss there. That's going to be a loss of 20 yards. A high snap in the shotgun. And Reed went back and fell on it at the midfield marker. 20-yard loss.
Well, when they've got something going in the ball game tonight, they've had something like that happen. They hadn't got a whole lot of stuff going tonight, but when they have, they've made a mistake that put them in a hole.
Yeah, tackle for a loss by our defense, a penalty, pass interference when they're on defense. They're kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
All right, we have 19 on the play clock, 26 on the game clock, so they're going to have to run a play here. This could be the final play of the third quarter. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. 6 on the play clock now. Second down and very long. Here's Reed on the snap. And he's going to be sacked. This is a sack back at the 41-yard line. A flag on the play. He is sacked back at the 41, and Reed is down.
Man, he was hit hard. He didn't see him coming. There's also a flag on the play.
Yeah, I think they were holding Mario on that play.
Who got down, this? So it's 42-0. We'll be back.
DCP Midstream is proud to be a part of East Texas. As one of the largest gatherers and processors of natural gas and one of the largest producers and marketers of natural gas liquids, DCP Midstream contributes to meeting society's growing need for clean energy and energy-related products. DCP Midstream is focused on their customers, their employees, and their community. A leader in the energy field, a proud partner in the lives of East Texans, DCP Midstream.
Time for winter workwear is here. We all know fire-resistant clothing is no longer an option. It's a part of our daily work. So is Carhartt. It's what you wear in the oil field and beyond. The toughest materials, the favorite styles, and at Fire and Safety Equipment, the best prices around. Let us show you the newest in Carhartt FR winter clothes that will stretch your dollar by outlasting the other brands and look good doing it. Carhartt outworks them all. And at Fire and Safety Equipment, our Carhartt prices won't be beat.
The Genpack plant, a leading employer in Carthage and the surrounding areas, has available several positions for the hardworking, dedicated people who would like to join our family of associates. These positions range from entry-level to skilled labor. Genpack offers competitive pay and exceptional benefits, including medical, dental, vision, 401k, shift differential, 11 paid holidays, plus many more. Join the winning team. Applications for Genpack are available at First Choice Personnel in Carthage. Proud to support the Carthage Bulldogs, Genpack of Carthage.
Okay, 9-yard sack. Reed does get up and walks off the field. Looked like he was a little groggy there. Who got the sack? Dustin, did you
31.
catch that? 31?
31, I believe, which would be
Christopher Howard.
Yes.
Okay,
I think it was Trey Leary.
Trey Leary, okay.
I think it was 23, Trey Leary.
Okay, so the sack means that it's going to be third down. Let's see, it's at the 41. They need to get to the Carthage 19, so 31 and 9 is third down and 40. Third and 40 for Silsbee at their own 41-yard line, and we're going to have a new quarterback in here for the Silsbee Tigers, and I believe that's number 16. 16 is going to be the quarterback replacing Reed, at least for one play, Dontre Thomas. Third and 40 for Silsbee at their own 41. Snap back to Thomas. Thomas going to throw to the right, and this one's incomplete. Incomplete, which will bring up fourth down and 40 for Silsbee from their 41-yard line. So they're going to be punting for the 7th time.
The punter's going to have a sore leg.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've run out of room on my stat sheet. I have a limit of 6 punts. You just don't see high school teams punting 7 times in the ball game.
All right, we got Strong back now to receive. I think he's telling him not to catch it. The punter hadn't really punted real long punts.
Here is a waist-high snap, and he gets off the kick. Strong says get away from it. Hits at the 32, across the 30, across the 25. That's going to be down at the 23, so it's going to be 37 yards on that punt.
Well, we've got 11:41 left. We're ahead 42-0. Our defense has put a shutout. The game only gave up 7 points. First team last week against a team averaging in the 40s. This team's averaging in the 30s, upper 30s, and they have yet to score.
All right, here come the reserves. We're going to have Garrett Harvey in there. Let's see. It's going to be Michael Templeton. I saw him. Also, Hunter Hutto is on the offensive line, and there's Jonathan Rayson, a senior on the offensive line, and it should be Blissett, and it is at quarterback. Blissett at quarterback, under center, hands off. This, I believe, is Trey Jackson, and Jackson picks up 1 yard to the 24.
Yeah, these guys are going to have to come in and get a little bit lubricated before they start blocking well. Of course, they're going against the number one. Of course, I don't see some people that I haven't seen on their defensive line also. Big 75's not in there. 68's not in there. I don't think I can see 68.
All right, 2nd down and 8. Incidentally, I saw the Silsbee coach talking to one of the officials between quarters. Might be interesting to see if he told him to run the clock. We'll catch that later, see if that happens. 2nd down and 8 now for Carthage at our 25. Ball on the right hash. Blissett, the quarterback. 3-step drop. Looks right. Throws right. This is incomplete. Looked like that was intended over there for Marquise Gwynn.
He was. Until now he had to get rid of it a little early because he's getting pressured quick. This new line's not got to get warmed up. Now our seconds have played a bunch of games this year, and they usually handle themselves pretty good. They just hadn't blown up.
10:43 to play in the ball game. The clock is stopped after the incomplete pass. Carthage up 42-0. 2nd down and 8 for Carthage at our 25-yard line. Blissett, the quarterback, offset out of the left. Jackson, the tailback. Pitch out Jackson. Jackson coming left. Now cuts back toward the middle and picks up 3 to the 28. Gain of 3 for Jackson.
And Coach Surratt will get on them just like he will the starters. If there's something going on he doesn't like, he'll get all over. And we're going to bring the punt team in now.
So we'll punt it with the line of scrimmage being the 28-yard line. This will be Gonzalez' 3rd punt of the ball game. Again, deep snapper is Micah Templeton. And when you've got a good snapper, nobody knows who he is. One of the best deep snappers ever at Carthage High School, maybe the best, is on the sideline, Dustin Burns. All right, 13-yard drop and a rugby-style kick. And this is a nice one, too. And they go back and take it at the 32-yard line. And let's see, he's going to be down at the 25. So that is a return of a negative 7 yards. And after a kick of 18 and 22, that's a 40-yard kick and a return of a negative 7. That'll work every time.
Now, I'm up to argue with you about the best snapper, long snapper in history.
Were you one?
No, there was a guy that played with me named Tommy Dodge. He did not have a fumble or a missed snap all season long in 1978. So there's some competition there for Dusty.
Well, I did it 3 years, and I had one. It really wasn't a bad snap on a field goal back in 1994, but there's been a lot of good snappers come through Carthage over the years. I will have to say that. Matt Westbrook was one of them, and Jake Vano was a good one back in 2008. So, special teams play a big part in the game. That's even with the snapper and the holder, along with the kicker.
Major Harris did it for a year or two recently. Okay, 9:43 to play in the 4th quarter. And remember, they've got their reserve quarterback in. High snap over his head. It's back at the 15, inside the 10-yard line. And let's see, ball still is on the ground. We may have it back at about the 7. Big scramble for it there. Carthage with the recovery at the 6-yard line.
Well, sometimes I disagree with that because that boy landed on the ball. Now, Dustin's overseeing it. And usually if you're on the ground and you have the ball, you're down. But he might have rolled over and lost it again.
You're right. He rolled over. He never had possession. I think Christian Allison is the one that recovered it. So.
Christian Allison. Boy, we have called his name all night.
It was either 16 or 18. I couldn't remember. It might have been 18. I'll have to go find out.
Okay, Carthage 1st and goal now after that 18-yard loss. And it's a loss, and it's a turnover for Silsbee. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Blissett, the quarterback. Jackson is the tailback. Here's the handoff to Jackson. Jackson over the right side inside the 5. And he's down to about the 4 for a gain of 3.
That was a pretty good hole there up the middle. And it looked like if he'd have cut to the right, he'd have went right into the end zone.
And it was Christian Allison that recovered the fumble for the Bulldog defense.
All right, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 4. 2nd and goal for the 4. Incidentally, Gilmer and Argyle kicked off 12 minutes ago. We're still an hour 18 away from Jasper and West Orange start kickoff over at Humble.
Gilmer up 7-0.
Gilmer up 7-0. Okay, 8:56 to play in the ballgame. Handoff Jackson. Jackson toward the goal line. Jackson into the end zone. Touchdown. And that's going to be a 4-yard run for Trey Jackson. And the Bulldogs up the lead now to 48-0.
Good hold there by the Hogs up front, our second Hogs. Some good kids in there. Number 75. There's Trevor Broadway. 79. Christian Jimenez.
82 is our holder.
All right. Jimenez into 10th extra point. The kick is away, and it is going to be good. Got it inside the left upright. It's now 49 Dogs, nothing Silsbee. 8:40 to go in the ball game. Back from Beaumont right after this.
The law office of Chris Irvin is a proud supporter of East Texas football. Got a DWI or other criminal case? Do you need your child support adjusted? Attorney Chris Irvin, now located at 123 West Sabine in Carthage, handles criminal cases and family law cases, including divorce, child custody, and child support issues. Whether you're preparing your will or probating the estate of a loved one, any problem, no matter how big or small, give attorney Chris Irvin a call. 903-693-6637. 903-693-6637. Tyson Foods is proud of the nutritional value of the products they produce. Feeding you like family is not just an empty promise. It's a motto that Tyson Foods takes seriously. Tyson Foods is helping the people of the East Texas area achieve a better way of life by watching your weight or your cholesterol. Look to Tyson Foods for your well-being. Make it Tyson. Tyson will help you ensure you are serving your loved ones the best meals you can. Tyson, feeding you like family.
8:40 to play in the ball game. Bulldogs scoring for the 7th time. The second time in the second half. They were up 35-0 at halftime, and they just scored on a 4-yard run by Trey Jackson. That's set up by a fumble recovery by the Bulldogs at the Silsbee, inside the Silsbee 10-yard line at the 7. All right, Jimenez will kick off now. The wind has just pretty much died down to nothing here in Beaumont. And again, we'll play the winner of West Orange Stark and Jasper. Here's a high end-over-end kick, not too terribly deep. Going to take it back at the 8-yard line, coming right to the 10, the 15. And Elam thought about reversing his field, and he thought too long and was down at the 17-yard line.
Micah Templeton on the tackle, that old Harris boy. 8:29 left in the game. You know, and plus, think about it, Larry. Jasper is the only team that's hung with us in the last, how many games? Since White House? I mean,
right.
I mean, they hung with us. They ran the ball on us, but we didn't have Robertson in there.
In fact, they hung with us for sure. They were up 14-0 before we scored. Terrence Cooney, I think, rushed for 260 yards against us down there at Jasper. Okay, let's see what they do here. Low snap, and it's going to be the quarterback on a play-action fake, keeping it himself around left end, and he picks up out to the 22-yard line. Going to be a gain there of 5.
8:13 now and counting. Bulldogs will advance to either play here next week or play in SFA next week.
2nd and 5 for Jasper, or for Silsbee.
Got a text from John Booty listening to us in Washington, D.C. He should have. We have great memories of John Booty playing at Carthage, Texas.
Yeah, if we play West Orange Stark, it's going to be at the Beaumont ISD Stadium, not here.
2nd and 5. Snap back to the quarterback, play action fake, throws left. Now he's going to try to come back to the right. And the Dogs had this one well defensed. Yep, that did not work there. Great pursuit there by Carthage, and that's going to be a loss of 5 or 6 yards.
We got Baldry in there on defense. So one of the changes. Defense. We got 99. What's his name?
Tavorin Pelham.
He's a sophomore, I think.
Yeah, pretty much the only start he got in there is Jerry McLean. You got Baldry playing nose. We're going with a 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 4 in the secondary. Jaquita Jackson over here at our corner on our side, he gets to play a little bit throughout the game. Micah Templeton at safety, and then that Jordan Romero thinks at other safety.
So we got 3 sophomores on that defensive line. 6:50 to go now. 3rd and 9. And the quarterback going to hand off the running back going left to the 30. and knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Silsbee Tigers.
Devontae Brooks shoves him out of bounds. 6:33 left. I sure hope that Kilgore keeps winning and we keep winning. Wouldn't that be nice to play Kilgore, a team that was in my district when I was in high school, and John Booty's too, furthermore. And that was back when only one team could go to the playoffs.
Okay, now they did keep the clock running right there. He went out of bounds, but the clock is still running. I think I saw the Silsbee coach. I think that's probably what he was talking to the official about between quarters. Clock moving here, even though it went out of bounds. We're down to 6 minutes to go. Silsbee first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Moving left to right here in the final stanza. In the shotgun, there's this quarterback, and he's going to take it himself around the right side of the 40 and stopped at about the 43-yard line for a gain of about 8 more.
A buddy of mine had a bachelor party at a skybox in Texas Stadium, and John Booty was supposed to play that night. He was playing for the Cardinals, and somehow the week before he got hurt, we were going to be glad to see a Carthage boy play, but John had been hurt and was on the sidelines that game.
All right, line of scrimmage is the 43, a gain of 8 there for Silsbee. 5:20 to play in the ball game. And again, their quarterback who replaced Reed, he was knocked out of the ball game on a sack.
The running back out and the quarterback out.
That's right. Dontre Thomas is their new quarterback. Second and two for Silsbee at their 43. And here is Thomas going to go to the right side, 45. He's going to have a first down to the midfield marker. And he's to the Carthage 45-yard line. Picking up on the play, let's see, that's going to be 7, and 6 is going to be 13 yards.
And you know, the defense that's on the sidelines is wanting this goose egg. They would have loved to stay out there, but that's not the way Surratt does things. These young men practice just as much as everybody else. They deserve to get a lead, to get in and come in the game. And it will pay benefits next year. These kids have already seen some action in playoffs.
That was a first down, but they kept the clock running, so we're now down to 4:15 to go in the ball game. Tell you what, if we hustle, we can be on the road by 7 o'clock. Here is a handoff to the right. No, the quarterback still has it. Great fake, and he is into the secondary. Ball is loose, and we've recovered it at the 25-yard line. We get a fumble recovery. The ball came loose. Wait a minute, they may call him down.
That was Clark Newman who got the ball, and we're still leaving the field. He's got a lineman. He's calling him down.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I think they gave that to him. Being juniors here with less than 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I tell you what, they gave him that one. They're not going to show that replay, and there's a reason why.
Yeah. And kind of going back to what Mark was talking about earlier about Navasota, you know, they had a lot of sophomores playing on their team, and they'll be good here the next 2 years. They got their quarterback back, and their running back's a junior, and a couple sophomores on defense, so they'll be tough to handle here in the next 2 years out of Region 3.
Yep, they gave him the benefit. They gave him that one right there. No replay on that one. All right, snap back to Thomas. He had trips to the left. He's going to throw down deep on the right side. This ball is going to be tipped and incomplete. Juggled twice by Clark Newman of Carthage, a sophomore, and then it fell down to the ground.
That looked like offensive pass interference to me. That's what it looked like. But, yeah, the ball out in the air. He caught it. It flipped up. He tried to catch it again. Just couldn't do it. 3:02 left. 49-0 Carthage.
And the clock moving with the incomplete pass. So Silsbee has told the officials, let's run this clock. Let's get out of here. 49-0 Carthage leading down to 2:45 left to go. Snap back to Thomas. Thomas going left this time to the 30, to the 25. Gain of 7 there for Thomas.
What's the classification on Thomas? You got that on you?
Thomas is a sophomore.
Okay, so that's going to be the heir apparent coming up.
Yeah, Reed, the quarterback, is headed to Texas State, as is one of their big offensive linemen. So they've got 2 committed to Texas State.
How many we got committed right now, I think?
Good question.
Bogenschutz,
Goodacre.
2:05
left to go.
We got
3rd down and 3.
4 committed.
Okay.
And here's the quarterback. Fumble, ball on the ground. I think we may have gotten this one. They can't take this one away from us.
Yes,
we got it.
We got it.
Okay, that's going to be Carthage football, and that's going to do it right there.
Victory formation forthcoming. Have we called a timeout in this game?
Yeah, 1.
I don't see any on the second. Everybody's got timeouts for the second half, don't
we? We called a timeout there in the second quarter. As far as our commitments, like you said, Mark, Terry and Goree and O'Carey and Rutherford verbally committed to North Texas the other day. I think it was on Wednesday. And Blake Bogen's committed to UTSA a couple months back, and Adrian Goodacre committed to ULL. That's University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
All right, Silsbee's going to wind up 9-3. Okay, 1st and 10 for Carthage at our 27. And let's see, who is that? Is that Jackson?
I can't. There's so many bodies.
No, wait a minute. That may be somebody else.
It's number 48. Is that who's carried that?
Who carried that, Dustin?
48. He's a sophomore brought up. 48.
Okay.
What's his name?
48 is
Rodney Hardy.
Rodney Hardy.
Rodney Hardy. Okay. There's been some Hardy boys come through Carthage playing ball too.
Okay, we'll give that a loss of 2. We're down to 58 seconds to go. This should be the final play of the ball game right here. This should do it.
Take a knee.
Looks like he's going to take a knee. That's right. He's got the snap. No, he hands off to Hardy. Hardy right side. Fumbles the ball. Ball on the ground. No, it's picked up by Silsbee. And they're going to return it now to down to about the 10-yard line. So we lost it there on a fumble. Our first turnover of the ball game.
Well.
And they've got it now at the Carthage 12 with 32 seconds to go.
Come on, defense right here. We've got this far. He probably wishes he would have taken a knee there, Larry.
Yep. He probably does now.
But hindsight's 20/20.
All right, so Silsbee maybe with one play here. 32 seconds to go in the ball game. They've just recovered a fumble and returned it about 14 yards to the Carthage 12-yard line. So they've got it 1st and 10 at the Carthage 12 with 32 seconds to play in the ball game. Snap back to Thomas. Thomas hands off the running back, going to the left. And he's going to be stopped at about the 9. And that should do it, unless they call a timeout.
They're going back to line of
I don't think
quick.
they're going to do that. No, they're coming back up the line of scrimmage. They want to run one more play. They're going to try to get in the end zone. Down to 10 seconds to go. Second down at our 9-yard line. And here's a handoff to the running back. He's up the middle, and he's going to be short of the goal line. And that should do it right there.
The Carthage Bulldogs win tonight 49-0 convincingly and held them to no points. And this is KGAS. We'll be back.
Wait, just
Silsbee called a timeout.
Silsbee called a timeout.
Silsbee called a timeout. But when he did hit the ground, there was 2 seconds left. I was watching the clock. So, all right, defense, dig in here.
So Silsbee trying to score.
Be a quarterback
on
sneak,
the final play.
Unless they in the shotgun. And there, I guarantee that defense standing there going, come on, man. We're not letting them score. See if he goes to shotgun.
1 second to go. Low snap. Quarterback's going to the left, and he scores. All right, now we'll have to have an extra point.
Do you have to have?
I think so. Remember, Navasota had one last week after time had expired. So that makes it now 49-6.
Got any more scores on Gilmer? Justin? 49-0 was now 49-6. And they're going to kick the extra point.
Okay, so they're going to It's 49-6. Time has expired, and they're going to go for two. It's a fake. They're going for two, and the man throws into the end zone. This ball is incomplete, and so the final is 49-6 Carthage. Carthage wins it and advances to the regional finals next week.
Gilmer tied up with Argyle 7-7.
Panola County Nursing and Rehabilitation is a 24-hour skilled nursing facility offering the highest quality nursing and rehabilitation services. Panola County Nursing and Rehabilitation is now offering a secure unit for residents requiring additional assistance due to Alzheimer's or dementia. Located right next door to ETMC Carthage, if you or your loved one has a need for a short-term respite stay or long-term care, please visit PanolaCountyNursing.com. That's PanolaCountyNursing.com.
Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of all the surrounding schools. Keep all your dogs and cats ahead of the game with the latest technology, laser surgery, and laser therapy. Help your pet score a touchdown by making sure they are in first-string shape by participating in a new weight loss program. Kickoff is October 1st. Call or visit to learn the game rules about this new innovative metabolic diet plan. Your pet could be this season's biggest loser and our MVP. Animal Medical Center and the Carthage Bulldogs, a winning combination. Dr. George Taylor, Josh Tiller, Jeff Travis, and Stephanie Coleman. Go Dogs.
Get ready for hunting season at Lone Star Outfitters. Lone Star Outfitters carries all the popular brands of guns: Smith & Wesson, Remington, Ruger, Mossberg, and Glock. Plus, the ammo that you need is available at Lone Star Outfitters. Boots, hunting accessories, you'll find them at Lone Star Outfitters. Get set up now for hunting season at Lone Star Outfitters off the square in Carthage. Call 903-693-3892. Lone Star Outfitters.
Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in downtown Carthage has what you need to make you feel better. Not only will Ken Turner Pharmacy fill your prescription promptly, they'll also deliver it to your door. That way you can stay in bed and get better, whether it's medication you need or a special gift from our gift shop that no one else will have. Stop by Ken Turner Pharmacy. Ken Turner Pharmacy on the Square in Carthage, where Carthage's finest tradition.
Who Got the Most Real Estate Tonight is being brought to you by the Joe Freon Agency, located on 305 West Panola in Carthage, Texas. This is Mark Harris. I sell real estate for Century 21. If you need a house, if you need a commercial building, you need a ranch, you can call me at 903-692-3836 or the office, 903-693-5261. That's the Joe Freon Agency in Carthage.
Friday night at Provost Umphrey Stadium in Beaumont, Texas, the Carthage Bulldogs and the Silsbee Tigers got together for the Class 3A Division I Region 3 semifinals, and it was all Carthage. The Bulldogs were up 35-0 at halftime, having scored on a 13-yard pass from Bogenschutz to T. Goree, a 74-yard run by Tevin Pipkin, a 27-yard pass from Bogenschutz to Goree, a 10-yard run by Pipkin, and a 67-yard run for Pipkin. So in the first half, 2 touchdown passes for Blake Bogenschutz and 3 rushing touchdowns for Tevin Pipkin. The Bulldogs open up the scoring in the second half on a 2-yard pass to Kerryon Rutherford, so that's the third TD pass for Bogenschutz. And then the Bulldogs completed their scoring with 8:40 to play in the fourth quarter on a 4-yard run by Trey Jackson. So the Bulldogs were up 49-0 at that point. Silsbee scored on the very final play of the ball game, a 1-yard run. The extra point was no good. Carthage wins it 49-6 in very convincing manner. The statistics in the ball game: Carthage 17 first down, Silsbee had 13. The Bulldogs the edge on the ground, 234 to 67. Carthage 11 of 23 through the air for 141. Silsbee 8 of 18 for 75. So the total yardage, the Bulldogs 375 and Silsbee 142. There were 3 turnovers in the ball game, all of those for the Silsbee Tigers, as they lost 2 fumbles and had a pass picked off. Carthage punted 3 times for a 37-yard average. Silsbee 7 punts in the ball game for a 30-yard average. The Silsbee Tigers see their season end with a record of 9-3. The Carthage Bulldogs will advance next week to the Regional 3 Championship against either West Orange, Stark, or Jasper with a record of 12-1 this year for the Dogs. They have now won 8 games in a row. Once again, the final score from Provost Umphrey Stadium in Beaumont, Texas on Friday night: the Carthage Bulldogs 49, the Silsbee Tigers 6. For your Sports Beat station, I'm Larry Allen.
All right, hold on, guys. I got to find a good spot where I get the mic to reach, and I'll see if I can get Surratt over here.
Come this way with him if you can,
All
Justin.
right, I can hear you now.
But we can't hear you.
All right, here he comes. Can you hear me now?
Come walk this way.
So walk up a little bit, Coach. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Coach, I'm going to let you kind of talk about something that you got a little handout, a little news article before the game, and you read to the team before the game. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, well, people don't know that was a baseball article from last year that they handed us. But, I cut all that out and just kind of, showed them that. And it was, they said that Silsbee hands Carthage a loss in the playoffs, but that was a baseball article last year. And that's for the baseball team last year. And, anyway, just a little bit of motivation.
Yeah, it was motivation. I think they rose to the occasion. And like last week, in the first round of the playoffs, just total domination in all three phases of the game.
Well, we feel like we're getting better. When you're getting better at this time of year, and we do have talented coaches and talented players, and if you're getting better at this time, and you got a chance.
Offensively, we rushed the ball again. Offensive line controlled the line of scrimmage as well as our defensive line.
Well, we did. We controlled. We had a couple of sacks, but they gave us some looks that we hadn't, we've seen. We just didn't work on it for them. And we knew they were going to try to do something because we scored 50 on them last year, and we felt like they were going to do something different. But I don't know. But you can't say no better defense. I mean, I don't know how many yards they had, but it wasn't many. And, that group averaged 40 points a game almost. And, our defenses just can't keep getting better and better and better, and we're excited.
Their offensive line was real big, and it looked like some of their guys on the offensive side were playing over on the defensive side of the ball. But we had a lot of negative plays and some sacks tonight, and I think our front seven really showed out.
Well, there ain't no question, and I mean, you can't say anything about all three groups. You go back to their special teams. Our kickoff coverage was excellent. Maybe one time he got out to maybe the 35 or 40, but other than that, it was excellent. And when you kick that ball off that many times, you got a chance. And it's getting better. Our punt team we punted a couple of times tonight, or 2 or 3 times. I don't know what it was. First time, I don't know, a long time. And it was great. Jimmy punted the ball. We had great coverage. I mean, all three units were great. Our coaches, again, prepared them well. Coach Granger and Coach Morgan, our special teams coordinators, did a great job, and Coach Preston and Coach Smith. You can't say enough about my coaches, but the players that weren't playing, they played great.
In the passing game tonight, did Silsbee do some things? We hadn't had these big passing games like we had in district and everything. Were they doing some things in the secondary that were confusing us or anything?
Not really. They were playing 2-man and man-free, and they hadn't showed that all year in any film we had. But it wasn't confusing us. They had good athletes back there. And to tell the truth, Blake didn't have his best throwing game. He'll tell you that. But, hey, he still threw 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that's really the only stat we keep.
Coach, congratulations on winning. Now you improved to 27-3 in the playoffs.
Thank you, Red. I appreciate it. You're the best.
Thanks, Coach.
You've been listening to Carthage Bulldog Football on your sports speed station, KGAS. Tonight's broadcast was made possible in part by Texas Farm Bureau, Farmers State Bank, XL Ford, Carthage Automotive and Tire Pro, Panola National Bank, Carthage Furniture, Bill's Meat Market, Pippin Motor Company, and the First State Bank and Trust Company. Other sponsors making this broadcast possible include H-E-B Pantry, Tate Barber, your State Farm agent, Citizens Bank of Carthage, Hal's AC, Hartsway Hospice, Bagley Well Service, Prosperity Bank, East Texas Medical Center Carthage, and Ken Turner Pharmacy.